Oh, is this thing? Oh, hey there. This is Terith, not Terry. Well, I guess you can call me Terry if you want. I just want to stop by to tell you how yummy those red berries are. They do smell stanky, but they are delicious. I'm so thankful and lucky for these
I feel like I'm in
heroes
my
helping
interview
me
today. It's
find
the
my
longest
sister,
one ever.
Adina. I hope she's okay. And that big
Mm-hmm.
guy Raul, he's so scary. I feel like he wants to eat me, but I do know Jedgar is gonna keep me safe. Well, I hope you're enjoying those bears for breakfast,
The
boys.
man can
The
migrate an
only
entire
the only
storage
morning
network
D
and
and
all
D
kinds of
stream
virtual
done at
servers
night.
and everything, but he
Well, bye
can't
now.
click a button to say go live.
We're live. We're done. It's over.
We've been going.
Jeez.
Yeah, it should have started.
It did.
No,
It's
it
been
did
live.
start. Was it
It
just?
did.
I listened
Yeah, a
to
little
the
over a minute.
intro by what's his face, Terry,
Yeah.
and got to hear Ricky talk alongside him.
Yep.
Well, was Ricky muted or no?
No.
Oh.
I don't mute people during the intro. I love that content.
That's so good.
We're professionals.
That's a wrap, boys. Let's go home.
Yep. Bye, viewers. Bye,
That is
Christina.
weird. Fun fact: that is our 20th take. We still fuck it up.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing for 35 minutes.
So, and I do apologize. That one was long-winded. Like it really was. I unfortunately made a character that, I guess, stutter. I don't want to say stutters necessarily, but he does definitely. I guess it is stutter
Yeah,
quite often.
That's more or less the longest intro ever.
But good news is, I stuck to the script. Yeah, so
And it's over. Good news is it's over.
good news is it's over, and we're here. And hey, Christina, it's 7:35, so we technically killed like 7 monsters by now. It's been half an hour, so
Level
it is what
4,
it is.
baby.
Right? You guys missed a whole level, blink of an eye. But you guys did just level. So do you want to do a recap, Eric, first, and then we'll talk about levels?
Yeah, sure thing. So previously, we all got super duper tired, and we had to take a little nappy nap. And except for our friend Eclipse, because she does not sleep. So this little, I almost imagine soot sprites, like this little
Exactly, are soot sprites,
Okay.
except they're fluffy instead of soot.
Yeah. So the fluffy sprite lured Eclipse to this orchard where it helped it gather some very stanky fruit and then found some magical items. He got some goggles attacked her face. A glaive was taken and given to Jedgar. And then what else do? We fought some a boy named Terith was looking for his sister Adina and who was taken by the Fae, which are controlling the forest and causing it to magically shift. And we decided to take the boy along because he followed us from the village looking for our help in order to find his sister. And we were on our way and we found the highway. And here we are. And we leveled up.
And I'll make a couple. Oh shit, Jeff, you're super zoomed in. I'm sorry. Come out just a little bit when you get back. But I will take note. You guys still have the map that you were given from Vargas. The fruit that Eclipse assisted the forest sprite in finding. We don't know if it was stanky. Eclipse can't smell. The berries were stanky.
Oh, sorry. It was the berries.
And you do know that on your path south, just because I do want to make sure and clarify, you left the ruins, you're headed south, and you know that black area Vargas wrote dead on. So the forest itself is not controlled by the Fae or anything. You're just kind of on the border of dead area, dead zone, Murderville. But I again, I wanted to remind you, you guys do have that to refer back to if you need it. I'd also like to bring you to what I would like to consider the official map of the forest as you know it. So you've got Vargas's map, and I'm just giving you a glimpse into the map that pretty much as you've been traveling, this is what you've seen so far and understand. So I figured the pretty version of what you know is a little more appealing to you. And
Oh, I don't like how city is spelled.
It makes me uncomfortable in a way I don't understand.
More uncomfortable than city with 2 E's did.
Can you go back? I have a lot of complaints, and I need to voice every one of them.
yeah, I figured.
Wait, you misspelled highway.
Did I really?
Yeah, look.
Is
No.
it big way?
No, it's RAILROAD. oh. Or take 2 of those and call you in the morning. Got it.
Yep. Take 2 of these, and yeah, you know what to do. And so, yeah, you guys, for Raul, who unfortunately left us 5 minutes, 10 minutes before, which I do apologize dearly for, before leveling up last session. You came to a clearing. In that clearing, it was a small clearing, very, very small clearing. Pretty much you guys heard a lot of giggling around you, and then Tareth covered his ears and took off running, yelling, "No, no, no, stop, no, no, stop, no, stop."
All right, oh lordy.
Are any of you starting to see why I do not like children? They will not help themselves. They rely on others to help them.
Well, he actually sprinted ahead, away from what you would think to be danger.
Yes,
then-
he left everybody else in danger. I understand that.
and brought you to the clearing. And in the clearing, I described it as a like a hallway. Pretty much, it's a wall and a hallway, right, of trees. Like the trees arc over and make pretty much like it's a very thick thicket, like thornies and such. But there is an opening, and it's like a hallway that leads forward, and no other. The path you were walking along or running along at that point does lead straight up to it, like seamlessly. Yeah, and that's where we left off. But let's start with Brotar. You're level 3.
Yep.
What's new with you?
Well, I can now add AC to myself with bark skin. So, got a couple hit points. Other than that, not much.
And externally, how does, I mean, I know it's digging deep, but does anything change with him personally when he levels up at all?
I'm not comfortable to say on a live stream right now.
Noted. I will ask, can you guys see this?
See what?
Hold on, give me a second.
What
Oh,
the?
Jesus Christ!
Yes.
Yes.
We saw all
Okay,
of that.
okay, I just want to make sure.
For the
Okay.
record, that voice does not fit that face.
What are you talking about? He is ferocious warrior. Just the fiercest, mightiest of all the centaurs.
So, okay, well, I just want to make sure with you. You know, that's your level up to level 3. Next in line would be Eclipse.
Oh, well, Eclipse chose a monk specialization, monastery, I don't know, order, whatever it's called. And surprising no one took Way of the Shadow.
Ooh, yeah.
So among other things, get some spells I can cast with ki and some other interesting stuff. Shoot some arrows at me, and we'll find out.
Is that a challenge, Eclipse, to the DM?
Yeah, shoot some arrows at Eclipse. It'll be great.
Ooh, challenge. Is it accepted?
I think all of the encounters moving forward from here are just actually arrows.
Ooh.
No one
Not
should
even-
Oh, they're arrows.
Just arrows on the ground.
I'll take it.
And then in regards to Eclipse as a person in this world, does she level up, or does anything change with her when she levels up?
It's hard to say. I don't know yet. I'll let you know though.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about it.
Cool. Thanks. And next up, actually, is our boy Jedgar.
Jedgar got to level 3, and at level 3, he learned that he got spells at level 2 and totally forgot about them. So he got a lot more spells than expected on this level up. And now he currently has the Hunter's Mark, which is a pretty big part of the class to use, that he just wasn't using. So that's some good news. But more importantly, they choose a conclave, I believe they call it.
Yes.
And he chose, well, the name of it is the Horizon Walker. Or Planar Walker? Planar?
Woo!
Yeah, so what you do notice is his hoofs are a little ethereal where they hit the ground. They're no longer as solid. They sort of fade in and out. Maybe it was a corruption by the forest. Maybe I just want to play this class. Who knows? It's a mystery. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. And then that kind of does, I guess, address physically, or in the world, Jedgar, how he changes when he leveled up this time.
His dong is bigger.
Jedgar, I'm looking at your tracks. There has been a snake following you for the past year.
Which is a perfect segue. Into
So-
Raul.
Oh, that's too good.
Physically, upon leveling up, I now sweat oil. No. No, so on level 3, I acquired Bardic Brawn, which makes it so that upon leveling, I instantly get 3 additional hit points maximum. Also, whenever I level up from here on out, I get an additional 1 maximum health. My unarmed strikes now deal 1d4 damage, rather than just the straight 1.
Okay.
I can use strength for both performance and intimidation checks. Also, my AC is 15 now. 10 plus strength plus charisma.
Oh
Um,
shit.
Damn.
I can
That's an
also-
ability or a
That's
feature?
my that's like my main feature.
Okay.
Is
do
getting
get that.
AC.
No, it's so nice. I do.
I mean,
get
it's
an
better
ability-
than 9.
Yeah, much better.
Only 6 better.
So, as a bonus action, this is Feat of Strength. I can expend a use of Bardic Inspiration to make a strength-based melee attack or strength ability check, and if it is successful, I gain temporary hit points equal to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die, plus half Bard level, plus Charisma.
Damn.
And I got a spell.
Hmm.
How high up above us are these trees?
They
Oh my
extend.
god.
These are the mega trees. The like.
Oh, okay. Like this arced hallway isn't like closed in.
No, it is.
I mean, but
Um,
like, is it way up there, or is
yeah,
it
like
20
30
feet,
like
30 feet?
30 feet up. Like, again, it's a massive, almost like a train tunnel. If the train were to be like 30, 40 feet round.
How far down can we see?
Good question. What is your maximum vision?
I'm
Isn't
just
it?
gonna do this a different way. Jedgar, may I lift you?
You can try your best.
I cast enhance ability and give myself bull's strength. And now my lifting capacity is 18 something.
Yes.
And I lift him up over my head.
This
Is it-
has never happened before.
Is it a one-handed or two-handed lift?
Two-handed for now.
Okay.
It's two-handed for now.
Until he gets another enhanced ability.
You are flying. Look. I
Raoul,
cast flight on Jedgar.
if I have to be honest, I'm extremely touched. This is wonderful.
Great. Now I'm going to put you down. Your dong is resting on my shoulder.
I can't help it.
So you lift him up, and he would like reach, what is it, 7 feet, or he's not.
Well, I'm 8'1" with
Yeah.
probably an arm span of what, 2 feet each, 3 feet each.
It'd
Well,
probably be
no,
like
no.
3.5 feet.
Yeah, cause
No, no, no. If I
almost
go
four.
up,
Yeah, probably 4.
Yeah, 3.5 extra feet because your wingspan should be about 8 feet.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. you're right.
So 4 feet
About-
maybe.
Three
I
and a
would say
half.
like
Let's go
3.5,
3.5.
3.5.
Yeah. Give you some long arms, and
So
he
I've got you up 12
So like
feet.
18 feet up, 18
then-
feet in the air.
and then what
is
he
Jedgar's
is,
head.
because it's not his legs, right? It's not the 3 feet below, his schlong. It's above there, so he's probably another 4 to 5 feet high, I think, right?
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you guys are. He's up there. I mean, he can see. It just keeps going. There's no end to it from what he can see. And
How
it
close is he to the top?
18 feet, a little over half.
Eh.
But
Here, I still have extra weight to go. Climb up here.
and I'll pause him for Willow because
Yeah.
Willow leveled up too.
I just wanted to show off my spell.
So we're gonna stop there and just freeze frame.
As
uh,
time stops and Willow comes in.
And Willow, yeah.
So what Willow got was upon getting to level 3, she gains second level spells and spell slots. So I gain, as a wizard, I get 2 new spells upon leveling every level. I can learn 2 new spells to add to my spell book, and then I got spell slots. So I got spell slots. And the spells I picked up were Flaming Sphere and Mirror Image. And I don't think she'd look much different. Maybe her left eye that's got the mandala effect in it would it would change a little bit, maybe get a little more intricate, just very slightly get a little more intricate, maybe a little more design in her eye. But I would say other than that, nothing.
Cool.
I'll actually interrupt real fast since I actually had a thought inspired by my other players. The yes, I can remote in, Jeff.
Yep.
Cool.
So you'd probably see like anytime Eclipse steps into like a shadow, it looks like it takes a little bit longer for her to actually step back out into light, almost like it clings just very briefly.
I like that.
That would probably be the only physical or visual change that she would have.
That's pretty sick.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt again, but I wanted to wait until everyone else is done because I had that idea. I was like, no, we'll just go with that.
I like that. That's cool shit.
It's cool shit.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else that would happen to Willow. I mean, she didn't like.
Her brain got a little bigger. She stole
Yeah.
some of that from her sister.
Oh no.
Some of her brain.
Yeah, as her sister's brain got like more mushy this weekend or this last session.
Yeah, you know.
Did it
Yeah.
not? That's funny. Well, cool. And so currently, Raoul has Jedgar over his head, 2 hands, and Yeah, again, it's a huge, like I said, almost like a train tunnel, but trees, and then closer to you. I mean, it really is. This clearing is um, kind of a wall of trees and thorny underbrush that doesn't look very pleasant. The path you've been walking, um, it's kind of funny. It like again, I think I said it was like a 5 foot wide path, or did I make it enough for two people? So I think
Made up
10.
enough for two.
Yeah, 10 people, 10 foot path. So it winds, and then goes straight through the tunnel. But the tunnel is like, an extra 10 feet on this side and that side as well. So it's just this real skinny dirt path, packed dirt path that just runs right, straight through. Um, yeah. And yeah.
Do you think we should turn around and go home?
Uh, s- excuse me, and Tareth is standing at Raoul's feet looking up at Jedgar, who was his safe haven that he was clinging onto prior to him being lifted up.
Little boy, stand on my foot.
Oh, okay.
And then I
he,
fling him up onto Jedgar's back using my foot.
oh, and he sticks the landing, not very well.
Jedgar bucks immediately. Nobody rides Jedgar. Nobody rides Jedgar.
Well, I drop him and collapse under a flail of hooves.
I just turned to, I guess, Brotar and Willow, and just, was that at all necessary?
Wait, Zach, the kid just fell from a height of 20 feet. How much damage does he take?
Yeah, I know this, but he landed on Jedgar, but he's still taking damage.
Did Jedgar fall from 10 feet?
8. Oh shit, you're right, 10 feet.
Mhm.
Oh man, what is it? 1d6 per 10 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it 1d20 per 600 pounds?
Oh, gravity, you bit. So that's gonna be 2 damage for Jedgar.
You're the one that fucked. This is
And-
your fault.
And the funnier part is Tareth, who fell on top of Jedgar, took more damage, and he's doing the Peter Griffin bullshit where he's grabbing his knee. That hurt. But so I know where we are.
Ow.
I feel like I'm repeating myself. My dad, he used to go into there's a rainbow outside. Shit.
I'm not sure if that was a kid or Zach.
No, that's me.
I tell you, this child-
Wow. Oh my god.
It's right out the window.
I saw 3 of them when I pulled in my driveway.
But did you do the same thing?
No.
Not many people do that unless they see a double rainbow.
Wow. Okay. What is it? Rule 32? Like, what is it? The
I don't know.
I don't even know. It's from Zombieland. But
Enjoy the little things.
enjoy the little things. Thank you. My dad, he would go into the forest training because he did this and never came back
Then
eventually.
how do you
No,
know?
he would go and come back, and then when he went for his tryout, he never came back. But he was training, real dangerous training, and he told us about this. It's
How long ago was this?
it was when we were. I don't know. We were real young. Maybe I was uh, I don't know, 3, 4 maybe.
And you remember all of this now?
No, well, no, what? We're here. That's why I remember it.
How old are you?
I think maybe 14.
Oh my god, so it's little Eric. Still hasn't hit puberty yet at 14. Damn.
Don't hate.
Hey, I know your
I
pain.
fully pictured
know
this
you're-
kid as like 7.
Yeah.
He looks like
Agreed.
he's 7. No, he does. Like that's the thing.
You're 14.
How do you know
don't
you're
look a day
14?
over-
Well, because I learned how to count.
How long have you been here?
Where? And
In these woods?
I told you I followed you. I was
Is-
in, I was in city.
Isn't City still in the woods around here?
Well, it's on the edge of the cliff.
No woods, huh?
What do you mean no woods? There's woods everywhere.
That's the point.
I'm confused. But I c- I can't help you, but I can help you with this. Um it's supposed to be like it's not like there's monsters like kobolds or like the mutant really big rats and stuff. It's it's a mental thing. Like he said, you you go in and it tests you.
Then we need to move. Then
But I have to go with one of you.
why not all of us?
He said it doesn't work that way.
The shiny guy has
Then
drawn liking to you.
then why
go-
do you get to go with one of us
Because
and not by yourself?
I'm gonna hold his hand.
But what if we all hold hands?
I don't think the forest will like that very much.
Then how do you know it will like you holding someone's hand?
Because I'll like that.
What do you mean? You'll
it's
like it, so it'll like it too?
yeah, it's a rock fact.
Really?
Well,
End the
Come on,
stream.
boy. We need to get you strong somehow. You
Ooh.
cannot be. We cannot be looking after you forever. The
Can-
sooner you get strong, the sooner you leave us.
Can-
Come here with me. And I grab his arm.
can you teach me, sir?
I grab his hand and I start walking.
Okay.
He gets oil all over it.
He skips.
Cut that out.
I follow closely behind Willow.
That's Tareth, by the way. I just want to show you.
Oh yeah.
He looks like a bitch.
Well, I mean,
All right.
Tell
I
That's my
I
next
go-
Runfest attire is going to be those suspended shitty trousers.
That
I
looks
let
like
go
what
of
you
his,
wear already.
I let go of his hand and I grab him by the back of the suspenders and just kind of carry him like a shopping bag.
I don't. Well, yeah, I'm kind of wearing a shopping bag. And yeah. Do you guys walk into the tunnel?
I follow closely behind Willow.
I'm gonna follow behind.
So in the clearing that you just left, the sun was peeking through. There were many breaks in the canopy, so the sun was really peeking through and streaming through, and you could feel the warmth. But as you walk, I swear the rainbow's getting brighter. But as you keep walking
Shut up.
forward and forwarder, it gets darker and darker as the canopy is just a thicket above you, just kind of blocking out all light. And again, what's your marching order?
So, Terry, I have a quick question. Is
I
this
hold him
a
up to
secret
face level
tunnel?
with Jedgar.
I don't think so. I think this tunnel's always here.
you know,
Secret tunnel.
Yes, secret tunnels through the mountain.
tunnel.
I've heard tales of this.
And as you guys keep walking, the ambiance of the forest kind of goes silent and still and quiet again. And you just like, and again, can I get marching order real quick just so I can get a thought? Who's leading? who's next and who's next?
I would
we're doing,
assume
like,
it's
two.
Raoul and Boy, and then
Yeah, we
we could
marched
go
off
Willow, Willow, Eclipse, and then the other two taking up the rear.
Okay. So Raul, as you're walking forward, it's almost kind of it's funky, and it happens simultaneously with all of you guys. You hit a certain point where, like, it's not dark, but it's starting to get a lot darker, and then you feel like a chill setting in, and you feel prickles on the back of your necks, and just from like goosebumps and stuff. And then, like, Raul specifically, you can see almost like an opening to the tunnel ahead, probably 100, 200 yards ahead. But then you hear Tareth next to you, and he's like, oh no. And he's looking back, and the rest of the party's not behind you. And then the next line, each of you, as it's just like, it's weird. It's almost like you step through nothing, and you're no longer like to your right and behind you and in front of you. They're just not there. You're just walking, but each of you see almost a light 100 or 200 yards ahead. And if you walk backwards, it's not like, I mean, you're alone. You're just alone walking. You walked through what seemed to be an invisible wall or doorway, and Raul Tareth and then everyone else individually are in this tunnel, still walking forward, just alone at this point.
Spooky.
Except Eclipse. Can you give me a dexterity, just a dexterity roll?
Just add dex.
Yes,
No saving
please.
throw or anything.
No saving throw, just dex.
22.
So yeah, you kind of like, and it's funky with you as well, because you see the light at the end, and then it's like the trees are almost caving in on you, and you have to like start like clawing through thinner, almost bamboo like trees. They're not bamboo, they're just skinny and easy to push aside, but they're thick, and almost kind of came out of nowhere as you're walking. And then, one moment you're just kind of like digging through them, and the next moment for some reason you feel yourself start to kind of like start to walk a little faster, than jog, and then full sprint towards this light at the end of the tunnel. And as you burst through the bright sunlight coming out of that tunnel, at a blink of an eye, the underbrush almost seems to disappear. It's extremely less dense, but you're running, and you don't know why you're running. And the trees are kind of sparse. They're spaced out around you nicely.
Can I stop?
You don't want to stop. Like, you feel the urge that you should be running, and you actually, though, you feel a tap on your left shoulder.
While I'm running?
Yes.
The fuck's there?
Do you look over your left shoulder?
I do.
And you see some humanoid, actually like almost like a shadow, speed past you on the right side of you. Made you look. And it's a monkey. I know, a monkey humanoid. Like, he's upright, but he's furry. He's got a tail, and he's sprinting on the ground as well. And he says, "You're it." And he grabs a vine and starts to swing up into the trees. And that's when you notice, when you look up a little bit, there's like 15, 20, 25 similar monkey type humanoids swinging through the trees, laughing and pretty much like giggling and pointing at you because this monkey tagged you.
What's in front of me besides just more woods? Is that all I can really see?
Yeah, just more woods, trees, vines hanging down left and right. Just kind of, it's more of a jungle forest that is a little humid. and they're all kind of like laughing and monkey screaming. You see some just flip and do flips and then grab a vine and continue going. And they're kind of just swinging about in front of you, but still moving forward as you're running with pace forward.
About how far are they ahead of me?
They're probably 20, 30 feet and then up probably 15 or so swinging.
I will spend a key point and double my movement.
And do monk things.
And just sprint past them.
They and actually they were kind of waiting for that because you're it, and they quickened their pace as well. They were kind of playfully swinging through the trees, showing off, showboating, having a good time as a pack. And the second you speed up, they laugh and do their monkey noises and pick up pace as well. None of them are actually on the ground with you. Every so often, one will swing by you. Some are swinging from vines, others from trees. And then you do hear like a loud crack and boom a couple 100 feet behind you, and they all scream. And again, like double time it as well. And then you hear a roar, a real loud, deep roar coming from that same noise.
I thought Eclipse broke the sound barrier.
I was just saying, moving at 120 feet around.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, you're moving and they're moving.
I mean, I'm. If I can't stop, I will. I will just continue running.
So you don't feel the urge to stop. You feel like you need to be running. Like there's something compelling you. But I mean, you tell me kind of. I just want to let you know.
How far away? How far back was the boom?
Probably 200, 300 yards back. It was loud. It was real loud.
Okay. I'll just keep running. I mean, if nothing else is happening right now, I'll keep running.
Yeah, you keep going for probably another 20, 30 seconds. You're starting to overtake these humanoids swinging through the branches with your speed at this point, but you do hear more snapping, crashing, and just loud boom stomps, and it seems a little more intense now. And again, these humanoids screech again, startled with another big boom, and you hear a louder roar than before, and it seems like it's catching up to you guys, whatever this is. What do you do?
You say we can all hear this?
Oh, only Eclipse.
Oh.
And if I look over my shoulder, is anything there?
Ooh. When you look over your shoulder, you see a 30 or 40 foot tall monstrosity bulldozing its way through the trees. The creature looks angry at you, and you can almost feel rage in its eyes. It looks as though a massive ape and a tree or a trent were fused together into this just hideous, angry bulldozer of a creature. And it looks, I mean, it's on all fours, just like full sprint and it almost like sees that you're looking at it and roars again and picks up pace and looks like it's actually closing on you. I mean, you're pretty much, you're the only one at ground level, but it's tall enough to
It reaches the top of the trees?
No, these trees are huge, probably at least 100 feet tall.
Straight up a tree.
Okay. And so you just book it, like just go
straight up the tree using the vines that are around that the monkeys are swinging on to get out of this thing's reach.
Okay.
Much like I assume the monkeys were.
Okay. So you begin to just scale the tree. I don't know if you oh, that's probably a higher level.
I
monk.
don't just run up the tree yet.
Yeah, I was waiting. I wasn't sure when that happened, but I
no,
figured.
not yet.
You are hoping.
Yeah. Give me a dexterity check.
acrobatics?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Nice. So how exactly does Eclipse scale this tree?
I mean, it's really the climbing itself is fairly practiced, except that I'm trying to use the vines to kind of give myself an extra speed boost to get up a little bit faster.
And you're just trying to get up and just stay up in that tree?
At least for now.
Okay. So you do see again, I think to you it made the most sense to get up there and get away from the reach of this creature. It does zip by zip by this tree. And you do feel the tree wobble as it it probably shoulders it in its path, and you actually do see it kind of grab two different of these humanoids just out of the vines that they're swinging on, and just I mean it's pretty graphic. It just grabs and they pretty much pop in its hands, and it kind of stops and starts like beats on the ground again, roars, and you hear it like sniffing real loud as it slowly circles back to your tree that you went up, and you get the feeling it could probably smell you up there.
Okay.
And it begins to just push over your tree.
I'm gonna do two things.
Yeah.
One is I'm gonna spend 2 key points and cast Pass Without Trace. So I get +10 to stealth, and I cannot be tracked except by magical means.
Oh shit, nice. Okay, so
as I leap from this tree to the next.
nice. When you land on that tree, again, it just pushes this thing over like it's nothing. Like it's like 100-foot tall tree, and probably, I don't know, 8 feet thick, and it just like butter, just tipping it over like you would butter. And the monkey that actually you recognize, the humanoid monkey that tapped you on the shoulder, and it's actually on the tree that you jumped to, and it says, I'd get away if I were you. It's these guys, they're nothing but danger. We like to play with them, but they got Paul. And he swings off in the direction that you saw the flock head.
The flock of monkeys?
Yes.
Is there
pack? Are they a pack?
You said path. You said pack. Is there a path of any sort that I see? Or is it just forest expanse? Like, is there any direction that I can see to go?
When you climbed to the top, it just looked like forest expanse, but you could see from where you up high enough. You could see the trees and the branches shaking like they were all headed in one direction, but there's no actual path on the ground now.
It's still like the tunnel.
You emerged from the tunnel, and
so it's just forest around me. There's nothing giving me a sense of direction.
Correct.
Do I know where the tunnel was? Where I exited?
At this point, I think you've gone so far and got kind of turned around when it pushed over that tree. You're not sure if it was northeast, south, or west.
Well, I will pick a direction and I will walk in it. Well, I will climb tree to tree in it.
Okay. Are you going? So the monkeys are headed, just to let you know, they are headed north. You would say you would know north from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
They are headed north, and the giant ape tree is now pushing over the tree you jumped to.
The fuck does it know I'm there?
I could. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it can't track you at all. I can't even.
I cannot be tracked except by magical means.
It's still raging through the forest.
I mean, sure. No, that's fine. I mean, I
Yeah.
probably just pick a random direction. Honestly, yeah, the monkeys don't concern me.
Okay. Roll a d4.
3.
Oh, you go back the way you came. Actually, you go south.
I guess I should have specified. That's the only direction I wouldn't go.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So you start going west then,
Okay.
and as you're hopping from tree to tree, just going, it is a like a forest expanse. Like it is just going and going and going. And you go for a couple minutes, and you do see like 2 or 3 shadows swinging through the trees, and you do notice them as more of those monkey humanoids.
Mhm.
And then you hear another roar, actually coming from a different in the direction you're headed, similar to the creature. And you do hear again bowling of trees and just snapping, cracking, and slamming, and then roars as it seems like another creature may be up ahead in the direction you're headed.
I will choose one of the only 2 remaining directions to go.
So south is actually next, and east would be the way you came.
Sure.
So you're headed northward now. I guess.
I mean, if there's nothing giving me direction, I'm just going to avoid the bad sounds and make my way somewhere.
Yeah, as you kind of jump from tree to tree, you do again. There's that same like rustling, and it seems like these humanoids are kind of all around, but they're much lower down. I mean, like I said, they were like 15, 20 when the creature started coming through and got closer. It's almost like they were taunting it. Now you think of it, like they were swinging by it, and that's probably how you saw the 2 of them get snagged. Like they could have easily ascended up into the canopy like you did, but they kind of were like acting, like actively playing a game with it. So yeah, just kind of keep going from tree to tree. I'll let you go for a little bit, so it's pretty simple for you. But I do want another acrobatics check from you as you kind of go from tree to tree.
Not so good. Total of 10.
Okay, so you do kind of, again, you're just like doing monk things, running running out across a branch. You know where your weight can hold, and then you leap and then land on another and repeat the process, kind of.
You have your arms behind you.
Absolutely not. That's ridiculous.
I definitely
faster.
I saved a GIF specifically for that. for Eclipse. But the 10, you think that you got your footing right, but this branch seemed a little lighter, or weaker than you thought.
Deader.
More dead, yeah. And it snapped.
Dead.
Give me another dex.
Just dex?
Yeah,
Dex save?
Sorry. No, just dex check. Yeah.
5.
Okay, so it definitely threw you off, and you are kind of like tumbling down through, but you were up. I mean, you were what, 100 feet up almost.
Yeah.
So it was almost like you tried to grab another branch, it slipped out. And give me one last acrobatics check here.
Acrobatics this time?
Yeah.
24.
Nice. Yeah. So you kind of you're plummeting, and you just kind of like, again, one bad step, another bad grab, and then you're head over heels plummeting. And then you do kind of just say, no, like, I'm a fucking monk, like level myself and grab a branch like a gymnast would, and just like swing down, up, shoot yourself forward. And when you do that, that same humanoid swings by, and he's like, oh, I would have gotten you, and goes swinging with you. He says, you're it, and swings off. And the other monkeys are kind of around-ish, swinging and giggling now. and they're headed north as well, kind of in front of you as you're proceeding.
Okay. I will just continue north if there's no more things.
Yeah. You do hear again the same roar, that crack of the branch kind of through the two creatures that were nearby-ish and on your direction. So you do hear the bowling of trees, and like you can really feel the shaking of the ground beneath you as they're kind of coming. And again, another howl from the monkeys come up, and give me one more roll, and I want it to be perception.
9.
Okay. So it's been just kind of, again, a forest jungle expanse all out, but you do see in the distance you think something that looks similar to the tunnel you came from. Like it's almost like there's a stark difference in this forest that you've been kind of traveling through now, and this is not something you've seen yet. Like again, like I said, there was almost no underbrush, and it's like there's thick underbrush up ahead, and almost like a similar type of wall with a probably the tunnel up ahead.
I'll just head straight there.
Cool. Yeah, again, you hear another roar, and you do feel like they're gaining up on you as you're going tree to tree to tree. It's almost like 3, 4, 5 trees behind you are being knocked over and plowed over, as one of those creatures seem to be on your tail, and all the monkeys kind of scream and peel off to the east.
Is there one near me?
There is one.
I cut the vine that he's on so that he falls and distracts the creature to let me get away.
Oh, savage.
Just arm blade.
Oh,
Wait. Do you tag him first?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he goes tumbling, and he's head over heels like you were. And damn, rolls a 12 and catches a branch before hitting the ground. And kind of like, not like you did, he caught it and he's hanging from it, but he didn't hit the ground. And then you just see a thunderclap come and just boom him.
Yeah.
And one of the ape trees smash him, and then roar and actually books it off to the east, following the herd of monkeys. And you do in fact see like a stark wall in front of you of thorny underbrush and trees, and an opening like the tunnel you came from.
I will make sure nothing is near the ground, near the opening, and once I'm sure nothing's there, I will stealthily go on in.
Yep. As you approach, it is all is silent in the woods. You kind of stood on probably the last tree before the tunnel area, and next to the tunnel entryway, you do see a little spring on the ground. It's like one of those natural springs. Yeah.
I was gonna say a metal one or a water one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Is there anything else on that or no? Just a little water spring.
Just a little water spring. You realize you're extremely parched, and
well, I would be.
And
if I drank water.
If that made sense for you. And you do hear a roar and pounding footsteps behind you.
Okay. I'll give one last kind of brief glance around, and I will just go through the thorns.
Yep, you do see again, the giant ape creature behind you, probably 100 yards, pounding on his chest, and just starts bowling towards you as you go into the tunnel. The further you move into the tunnel, it's almost like every step you take is like 3 or 4 away from it as it's making ground on you. And as you and the sound of it kind of starts fading and fading and fading and fading as you progress inward. And we will skip over to Jedgar. Oh shit. Are you ready, Jeff, or no?
Yup. I can
Okay.
be ready. Now's a
So-
good time.
Similar kind of situation is you're walking and just everyone, it's again like you walk through like an invisible curtain and no one's next to you, no one's in front of you, and you see a bright light at the end of this tunnel.
I would assume Jedgar is moving at a decent pace, but when he noticed no one's around him, he's gonna be like, "Fel, I'm lonely all of a sudden. I miss the humans, the metal human." And he'll just, it will a canter towards the end. He
You
is
canter
not
towards the end.
galloping. No.
Okay, yeah. So you take your, and again, it's nice. It's a little, like I said, it was a little dark. It wasn't like dark. It was dim, and it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter. And like as you're approaching the, the exit to the tunnel, like it's unbearably bright, like car headlights in your eyes.
Good
Except there's,
thing
like-
I brought these Ray-Bans.
And let me grab water real quick if that's okay.
Wow. Okay,
know.
no, I went in the middle of this. No, that's cool. Go, whatever you want. It's always
I'm
what
so
you want.
Sorry. Sorry.
Sure.
Do we know when I'm gonna be up? I can go take a nap, do some dishes. Come on back.
Why do you think I went and grabbed another beer?
I'm
By the
about
way,
there.
my notes just say killed a monkey. Thunderclap squish.
Thunderclap, boom, squish.
Well, so far that's the best name for the video so far. So let's just up eps.
Thunderclap, boom, boom, split,
Thunder clap.
boom, squish.
I say we go with
Yes.
solo campaign.
Or wait, do we like thunderclap, boom, slap, or thunderclap, boom?
Thunderclap boom
Thunderclap.
slap. That's a good one.
It is a good one, but he did say earlier too. Oh no! Stop! Don't touch me.
I didn't hear this. I'm gonna have to go back and listen, and I'm gonna have to get that audio, and then I'm setting it as my ringtone.
It was the boy thing, and I'm pretty sure. The
Well,
little
definitely
boy.
not doing that. I'll get myself in trouble.
I am Terith doing it. And
Harry.
I am like eternally sorry
Who the fuck is Terith?
that I unfortunately came up with this
Solo mission.
this nonsense plan to separate you guys and challenge you individually.
What's the whole thing about not splitting the party? But what about when the DM does it for you?
I know.
Something about rails and everything else. I don't understand.
Something about a train.
Yeah.
And what a train is like on.
Yeah.
It's a big metal snake like
Yeah.
thing.
I've never heard of them.
They do go up and down and like upside down and twist though.
Oh yeah, they do.
So
Sometimes.
wait for the rolls and the upside downs and the
Mhm.
twists.
Okay, there you go.
And you emerge, Jedgar. And it's like you're walking from like 60 degrees, like a cool 60, 65 degrees, to a fucking blast of heat to your face, to your body, and your horse butt. Like
Whoa.
Whoa. I
the-
didn't know I was there getting turned on by Jeff.
the
Always.
forest gives way to just dunes and sand and an intense heat. I mean, middle of the day, middle of the desert, as you emerge and see you're on the top of a dune on the ridge of it, and down below to your right hand side um, is um, a couple palm trees, a little bed of water, and behind you, the tunnel, you can see vines slowly closing up and locking up, and you are in the middle of a desert, and that's all you can see dead ahead, to your left, to your right, other than this. Again, it's like a little thing of water and a couple palm trees, and you like there's doesn't seem to be shade anywhere, and you like again smacked in the face with the Sahara. I say the Sahara, but I meant the Sestu, which is one of the grand deserts in the world that you guys know about.
Oh, yeah. Well, this sucks. I've only read about these miserable places. Ah, I guess I'll make my. Ah, jeez. He gets extra whiny and starts whining to himself as he moves not super fast towards the oasis.
Okay. Yeah, you just kind of like horse your way down a dune.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if you go straight down or at an angle, but you just kind of like,
Do horse things.
yeah, you just
So
like,
not the railroad. Just real quick question about the desert for our fans.
Yeah.
Which continent is this desert on?
the one that I mentioned, Sestu.
Yes.
Sestu is actually on the eastern continent.
Eastern continent. So,
Yes.
Yeggar, you're not aware of the desert that the Smith guards guard?
He is aware of it, but he's never gone to it.
Okay.
He spent all of his time within the plains, running messages and stuff between the outlying cities on the edge of the continent all the way to the main city, and run-ins with the Smith guards, but only on the northern side of the mountains.
And I will say it's on the southern side of the
Yeah.
mountains, and not like most I don't want to say the word intelligent people, but people don't go into a desert, right? Like,
Says to swamp. I mean desert.
Says to desert.
Yeah. And so you're just headed down and to this little flat between dunes that has a little bit of water and some palm trees. And I mean, it's probably been a minute or 2 minutes by the time you leisurely make your way down. The dune is probably 30 feet high. The one you just came from, it's pretty big. It's not huge, but it's pretty big. And you are fucking parched. Like you don't remember what water tastes like, and you've only been here for a couple minutes.
This is miserable. I hate this. The sand feels weird on my hooves. I'm thirsty. I'm hot. I want to lie down, but the sand sucks even more. And what happens when he gets to the water?
When you get up near the water, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't want to. How does a 19 sound?
It sounds excellent. So you're like, you come to the bottom of the dune and you take a couple steps forward. The oasis is actually like 10-15 feet in front of you, and you take a step and your hoof just kind of sinks, and you rear back, and you blink and you blink again, and you're like, no, that's not. And it definitely is really wet, thick sand that you just stepped in and we're about to just go walking through.
But it's not actually water.
It's not water. It's much thicker and seem to almost like pull you down towards it. And if you wouldn't have kind of quickly jerked away, you probably would be having some fun in this thick molasses type ground.
Well, Jedgar hated every moment of that. Now he's extra pissed that there's not something cool for him to roll around in or drink. So, which way was he heading when he entered the tunnel?
When he entered the tunnel,
Yes.
he was headed south, but when he came out, it looked like he was facing north.
So the
Based-
tunnel,
based
the
on the
tunnel
sun's
entrance
position.
was. All right, he is going to try and head directly opposite the way of the tunnel.
Yes. Okay. So do you make your way up along the dune that you came down, or do you go around this danger pit that you have stumbled upon?
He would go around.
Okay.
The,
So you have to you have to almost like be up on a little bit up on the edge of the dune that you came down,
Yeah.
and as you come around it, you do see kind of like a similar similar like lull, and it's pretty much just dunes as far as the eye can see. Dune lull. And so you probably, I don't want to tell you what you do, but
So-
it seemed like the lulls seem to be a little more dangerous than the spines of the dunes.
That makes sense. Now, Jedgar is accustomed to traveling long distances,
Mm-hmm.
so he's quite aware that the heat takes a toll on him.
Yeah.
Which he's not moving quickly in to use more energy than usual.
Yeah.
He actually is a far traveler, by the way.
Okay. Do you get anything for that, or is that just background?
It's background, and I get something called All Eyes on You, which whenever I go to places, people stare at me.
At your schlong.
Yes. I mean,
That might be why.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help it, okay?
Well, as you begin moving, the sun seems to dip down in the west, and again, you're headed north, and so this is what you see now.
We see Jedgar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you hit escape? It should take it down.
I think you've been the one in control.
No, I had
Just-
to click it off.
Yeah, you have to click it.
I do.
And so that's
Oh.
kind of like your scene right now, is
Ooh.
as far as the eye can see, just dune lull, and you're traveling north as the sun's setting, and it was blaring, I mean, ridiculously hot maybe 15 minutes ago, and now the temperature is rapidly going down.
Now, does he recognize any of the stars?
They're foreign. So look up and give me a perception check.
I think the stream died.
Really?
No, it's still going.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh.
still going.
It's just stuck on a spinning circle for me now.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's OBS says it's running, and it looks like it's running for me. You said
Yeah, it's good to
perception.
me.
Okay.
That is a 19 again, a 16 plus 3.
nice. Yeah, you're looking for this. I mean, you know how to travel, and you know how to get directions from the stars, and it's similar to what Eclipse did before in the adventure, where I mean, you're trying to find the logic and the constellations and the key points in the sky that you know, and none of them are there. This is a whole nother set of constellations or stars, or it's just a different sky altogether. So
So Jedgar doesn't usually actually use the stars to guide him.
okay.
He has an innate like inner sense of direction.
Mm-hmm.
He actually uses the stars as messages. He believes in astrology and divining meaning from the shapes of celestial beings.
Oh,
And horoscopes.
Yes, and absolutely horoscopes.
And-
Or
why he
actually, I'm
thinks-
sorry. It's actually pronounced horoscopes.
Horoscopes, yes.
oh god.
I mean, that's also why he likes Eclipse, because she's covered in hand-drawn
Horsoscopes?
constellations.
Horoscopes.
Horsoscopes.
Yeah, Jedgar will think out loud. Man, that Eclipse would love these.
Oh,
Maybe she could write down these messages. That's a little heavenly messenger from God. I don't know what she's trying to tell me, but it must be something. She always has messages painted on her.
I'll let your perception roll actually roll through, and as you're taking in the sky and soaking it in, you are looking around yourself, and you do see some like some small feet print in the sand actually up ahead, headed up and over a dune that you're walking towards.
What size footprint?
They're probably 6 inches round, 3-toed, 4-toed,
They're fucking elephants.
and no, they're small, 6 inches round, so they'd be baby elephants. And
Oxodon.
their gait is maybe a foot. Yeah, their gait is maybe like a foot.
Does he recognize them at all?
As a creature,
Yes.
no.
Okay. Well, before you mention that, Jedgar actually pulled out his instrument.
Mm.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He got a little bored. Had a little.
He was tired of it dragging in the sand.
Yeah,
But
but
it was starting to burn a little bit and get chafed.
Oh.
Jedgar will begin to write a song about the stars in that he's seeing and try to make a constellation out of them. And he plays the bagpipe.
Jesus Christ, of course he does.
That is the instrument I could see Jeff.
Wait a
picking.
second. Is the flute thingy portion his instrument piece?
I mean, he has to plug. He does wrap his instrument around the instrument to hold it better. It has extra holes that he can use with his prehensile instrument.
So
It's canon. He has a prehensile penis.
the sun has now fully dropped. It is nighttime, and you do see 2 moons rise up as you start wailing away on your bagpipes.
Excuse me. Wailing? No. He begins to paint a beautiful lullaby. A melody.
While he's painting
Thank
his,
you.
his
God,
melodic journey.
Fuck.
Does anybody else find Eric disturbing?
Yeah,
Well.
it is. That is a terrifying image.
I
I-
love how the image is not capturing your shorts, so it looks
Yeah.
like you're covered with brush.
Yeah. There is some Adam and Eve stuff going on there that nobody needs to see.
Just a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put my leg down.
Wait, no, put it back up.
Yeah,
screenshot.
wait, put it back up.
Okay.
Yeah, as the sun went down, 2 moons come up. They're unusual. As they rise, they appear to be dancing around one another in a circling motion, and they continue to dance across the sky as you're playing. And the music itself, it almost like bounces and echoes in the distance. And then not 20-30 minutes later, the suns come up and the moons go down, and you're on that nonsense cycle again. You feel like,
Motherfuck.
and the intense heat comes back. And if you're still playing,
He does
you're-
not play during the day.
okay. And so, yeah, they kind of, you go through that cycle. You're traveling northward, again, along the ridges of the dunes, right? And up ahead, after 1 or 2 or 3 cycles, you do see, again, more palm trees in the distance, up to your left a little bit, and another kind of pond sitting in a lull. And give me a Constitution check.
15. Suck
Okay.
my rolls tonight.
That's great. You passed. You feel after a couple of these cycles like your body is physically getting challenged. It is ridiculously hot. The desert is the last place you want to be during the day or nighttime, when you're not prepared. And you kind of like almost stumble, like lazily drag your foot. I don't know if anyone does it, but they just like, you're walking and you just kind of forget that you need to, get that foot out, and you just trip yourself and look silly. You do that and then catch yourself and keep walking. And then again, nighttime again. And do you play every time there's it's night?
Yes, and he's actually working on a song called "Horse in the Cradle."
The horse and the cradle and the silver ladle.
You nailed it. It's the horses in the cradle and the silver ladle, little boy blue and the man on the moon.
And as you're playing, now you do hear noises. And again, these footprints are almost all around the more you like notice. And you hear some noises like behind you, to the side, and in the distance, almost like and like you're playing your music, so I guess you're kind of into it, but you do almost hear some of these noises at the same time. And yeah, so I mean, you can keep going, but there's kind of like chittering and chattering around you.
Jedgar would ignore that for the sake of his music for now. He is trying to compose this song. He knows it's going to be a hit. It's going to make a lot of men cry at some point with its beauty.
Yeah.
Specifically
Far in the
men.
distance, Raoul sheds a single tear.
Yes. When
Wherever
will you
he is
come
right
home,
now.
Jedgar? I don't know when, but we'll be
Yeah.
together then.
Terry's like, why are you crying, Raoul?
What is this haunting melody?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know bagpipe sounds. Yeah, there you go.
Better?
Yeah, so you continue, and again, daytime comes again, and now, you know, with your bagpipes away, and you still hear the little chittering and chattering of these little noise things around you. And give me a perception check real quick.
No!
Well,
Hold
Making
on.
him put down his food.
I
Sorry,
just
dude.
got carrots. Oh, God. That's a 7.
Jedgar's bleeding into Jeff.
okay, so you look and you don't see what's making the noises, but it's getting closer. And it's kind of all around you. Not right up on you, but all around you. So maybe a dune over in each direction other than ahead of you. You hear some noises. Same kind of
Is it
And-
nighttime?
no, it's daytime right now.
Nighttime.
And
Daytime.
and then 20 minutes later, nighttime does come.
Nighttime. Daytime.
Now, does he hear these noises throughout the day and night?
You hear footfalls behind you when night comes.
Now, does he see anything behind him?
Yeah, when you look behind you, you see kind of 1 and then 2 and then 7.
Oh my God! Of course you did.
Of
You
these.
put me on Santoine.
And
What the
these.
fuck?
And one of these.
Is that an Airrock?
And but the takeaway is they all kind of look more like this.
Yeah.
And they've got all makeshift spears and seem to be crowding from behind, like the flanking position, and kind of shouting orders or barking, but they're like these little bear, like little murder bear looking.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. Really?
Oh, wow.
Is that what we're doing?
He didn't
And-
say.
Wow.
Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah,
You-
just keep going.
You think that the feet prints that you've seen in the sand were probably made from creatures similar to this, if not these ones exactly.
So at a certain point, are they slowly getting closer to him?
Yeah, they're slowly making.
Are
You
they
know.
within 20 feet of him?
Yes.
Then he is going to turn around. Leave me alone, okay? What you want?
And a group of like 4 kind of like look at each other, growl, bark, and actually start moving towards you with pace.
Well, he will. Is it a fight you want? Well, you pick the right Jedgar. and he will put his pull out his glaive
Okay.
and
Um,
charge back at them because you don't challenge a centaur to a charge off unless you're a minotaur.
yeah. So, and there's no battle map for this. We're gonna play it loosely because you're on the top of a dune,
Yep.
and there's not much.
Wait, you didn't make that one a battle map? That one galaxy dune scene wasn't a battle map?
It
Technically
looks
was.
like it.
It does look like it.
I know, right? No, it only looks like it because it's a picture on the Roll20 grid. But you can throw your token on there if you'd like.
Oh, I gotta click off of the murder bear.
Or we
And
could
by-
theater.
And by you, I mean you're here. Oh, don't touch it. And oh crap, sorry. And let me just kind of get.
12.
Oh, did I say 12? Because I
think you
think it
said-
was like.
Hey. Which one of you? Which one
One of
is?
who?
Which one is it?
It did which one?
Okay, it just popped into stream. Took it a second. Oh, it's a whole bunch of air rocks. Fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
I told you
God,
there.
no.
There was like a swarm of them.
A gaggle of air rocks.
My gaggle of air rocks.
Hold on, what was the word I learned today, Jeff?
When? Oh, Trinidadian? No, a
No.
go-go.
A go-go.
A go-go.
It's a go-go.
We learned 2 words today. No, we learned 2 words today.
It's all one word.
Trinidadian.
Yes, that is a word.
Is
apparently.
that like a
Somebody
from
of
Trinidad?
Trinidad, yes.
Yeah.
And then a go-go.
And a go-go.
It's a go-go of copyrighted Ewoks.
Air
go-go.
rocks, air rocks.
Air rocks.
Yeah. Let's not get our Twitch stream banned already. You know Disney's legit. Oh my god, that's terrifying, Zach.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to instill in you.
fear?
Fear it. Yeah, and it's a not so jolly band of Aerox. Yeah, like 4 of them charge at you and you charge back, right?
Yep.
Cool. Roll initiative.
Yo, you fuck up them air rocks.
That is a 16.
Nice. You go first.
Well, he is going to charge at the first one. And as he does, he's going to swing his glaive. Like a golf club.
Okay. Give me a
21.
yeah, you hit.
4. Fuck max damage. 13.
Wow. Yeah, 3 of them are just like bodies on the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. And the 4th one is missing an arm. As they kind of just fold on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And the group of them kind of spread out in semicircle, and you do see around you on the dune to your west and dune to your east, like 5 or 6 more heads pop up over the dunes, and they keep like barking orders, and 2 or 3 of them launch their makeshift spears at you. And I imagine a 8 will not hit you.
Well, I have armor class of 17 except 8. Weird.
Weird
So-
how that works.
Yeah, 3 spears come flying at you, and they all land like 5 feet short. And they shake their fists at you. And yeah,
I mean, the problem is you put Jedgar against a bunch of things that pissed him off. So he's just gonna
It's-
charge, like you said they're in a semicircle.
yeah,
He's gonna charge one of the edges.
okay,
Like he doesn't go towards the center. He is trying to clear it around.
okay.
Also, you put him up against a bunch of Aerox, and he's got a lot of pent up aggression towards Aerox.
There aren't enough air rocks.
Well, let's make this clear. I can add more air rocks if you need more.
Keep them coming, gentlemen. You might just want to hop off. We got about 6 hours of me killing air rocks.
You want me to do the voices for them?
Yes, please. Actually,
Kill 'em.
Actually, every time one of them dies, I'll just go like,
I like that. Yeah, charge them and give me a attack roll here.
Don't fuck me now, dice.
Yeah, don't fuck up.
8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
So you swing, and they all duck, and you just completely just nick the baby hairs off their backs.
Now, would you consider that to be a 30-foot charge?
Yeah, I'd give that to you.
Sweet. He's going to make one of his hoof attacks.
Cool.
That's 15 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 7 damage. That's
Okay,
another
yeah.
max.
You like in Anchorman, you just punt one of these bad boys, and he does not get back up. Eric. And then on their turn, the handful that you saw peeking over the dune came kind of running up towards you, and there's like 6 of them crawling and trying to jump on you, if not try to ride you.
Jedgar actually became a barbarian and used rage.
he is now multi-class.
Yeah.
17 will hit.
You're lucky it's tied.
Oh shit. And yeah, 1 will hit out of that pack. For 2 damage as it stabs you with its rock knife.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
And they're all growling and talking in some foreign language here.
I speak Dwarvish.
Yeah, they don't speak Dwarvish.
Sorry,
Morin would
Brotar.
be offended.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
sorry, Morin. Morin somewhere was just like, I'm pissed.
And yeah, no, they're your turn. Or yeah, your turn again.
He's just gonna cleave at the ones near him.
Okay, give me an attack roll here.
17
17. Okay, yep.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay, yeah. So you hit a couple, and 2 of them fall. And
Hey, hold on, Kyle. Can you tell Gypsy to shut up? We're streaming.
Oh, you want me to get more gypsy in this bitch? I can go more gypsy.
and now
No,
they-
he's hiding under the bed because he doesn't like getting his medicine.
oh, yeah, he's a little baby.
Yep.
What a mook.
And they start coming. The semicircle starts to encroach as more seem to be kind of coming, and they're more ferociously barking and yelling and talking.
Are there more now than when I started?
There are now, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
They seem like they keep endlessly keep coming. At this point, like there was 15, 20, and now the ones you've killed are replenished, and they're all kind of following the lead of those brave 5 or 6 that climbed on you, and they're all trying to pretty much engulf you.
Keep up the good work, team.
And yeah, they're gonna kind of as a unit, as a very strong and firm unit of murder bears, going to continue to try to pierce that hide.
Ah,
Is that a sex joke?
yes.
I leave sex at the door.
So I see one air rock. I see a bunch of air rock wannas, and I see a he wishes.
And like 7 or 8 of them were like poking at you, and it just kind of tickles a little bit.
Mhm.
But you think they're trying to hurt you, and it's your turn again.
Jedgar will attempt to disengage and leave the fight.
Okay.
He'll suck on C's hooves, and he'll start turning and running.
Give me a strength check.
I'm gonna give you a strength check,
Yeah.
and you're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
like
yeah.
it.
Yeah, give me that.
That's an
strength
11.
Nice.
Take this strength.
You
Take it right to the bank.
you rear up and throw off like 6 of them, and you've still got like 3 clinging to you as you gallop away in the direction that you were actually headed, and they begin to chase you, and 3 again are clinging to you.
Jedgar is going to, as he's running, cast Detect Portal.
Oh, nice.
Yo.
You
Sorry,
detect the
what?
distance and direction of the closest planar portal within 1 mile of you.
Oh my god, who came
That's
prepared?
dope.
Holy
The
shit.
Horizon Walker.
Yeah.
Yo, how far?
1 mile.
1 mile? Oh man. Dude. There is a portal like 0.5 miles directly north of where you're headed.
Jedgar begins to do double action runs for 80 feet a turn.
Okay.
0.69 miles.
Yeah, yeah.
With
You're gonna-
sand.
you
Sand
can-
slows it down to 0.69.
You're only going to be able to breach the portal if you go 42.0 miles per hour.
Yeah. Gigahertz.
And the 3 are still clinging to you. They are going to still keep trying to stab at you as they're barking and yelling and screaming and crying a little bit.
Yep.
Carrie?
And
Yeah. Yeah.
and none of them can actually pierce your hide, but one in the attempt falls off as it didn't it forgot that it needed one hand to hold on and tried to stab with 2.
That's something an Airrock would definitely
That is an Airrock move.
And yeah, you keep running, and and we're kind of in initiative, but still running.
I mean, while he's running, I guess he can move 40 feet and try and like sort of spin the glaive to hit things on the side of him.
Yeah, give me a
That is an 18
oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
for 11 points of damage.
Cool. You cut the fat. You just whip them right off of you and out of life, for sure.
Now that was a gypsy.
yeah.
Gypsy's
And
hungry.
The sun begins to rise again, and you just keep moving towards the direction of the portal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they're I mean, you kind of lost them in the dust. Like you still hear a pack behind you, but it grows fainter and fainter and fainter as and, they tried to throw spears, but they probably landed 50 feet behind you
Cool.
at one point, and then you burned them in the dust, and you're headed towards the portal. Dune after dune after dune. Give it half a mile. Oh shit, yeah, that's not. The sun comes up. You do eventually come over a dune, a pretty large one actually, and larger than any that you've gone. And down below at the bottom, you do see a thicket of trees going, with a tunnel and a natural spring next to the tunnel.
Yeah, he's sprinting for the tunnel.
Okay. Yeah, and you just kind of the temperature of the desert just kind of falls off of you as you enter the tunnel, and it's back to how it was prior. You continue forward, and we can pick up with Brotar. Finally, I know. And you just kind of, again, you're just walking, walking, and just
Crashing.
out of nowhere, no one's around you, and you see a bright light at the end of this tunnel, as it seems to exit up ahead, probably
Look
100,
towards the light.
200 feet ahead. And as you come through this this archway, the trees give way to the most beautiful sight. You're on a hilltop overlooking an endless array of orange, yellows, reds, and browns as the fall foliage has taken over the view. The sun is setting, so the pinks, purples, blues, oranges all meld together. And you do actually have a path in front of you, similar to the one you've been walking, that leads you down the hill into the autumn forest below. Yeah, as you continue down the path, which is just packed dirt road that you've been traveling, you do see just normal forest critters scurrying along, carrying and burying their winter foods like squirrels would. And after a minute or so, you just get pretty much smacked in the face with the smell of the sweetest, just most delicious apple, blueberry, strawberry, pumpkin, with just buttery crust, kind of in front of you down the path, like pies.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
Okay.
I'm not really drawn to food like some other people.
Okay, so you don't really take any notice to it.
No,
Okay. Yeah. Can you give me a perception check?
I can't. $18.
18. Nice. So you do see in front of you, again, beautiful, beautiful road dead ahead, but you do see like feet print of some human that has traveled this road in front of you. They lead pretty much as far as the eye can see. And after a minute or so, oh shit, sorry. Yeah, you kind of, after a minute or so, you do see the path continue straight, and then a portion of it veer off to the east to your right, and the feet print follow that way, and you do see a house up on a small incline to a hill, and about half a dozen to a dozen children running amongst the trees around this house, leaping into piles of leaves, chasing one another, and they don't notice you.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. After a moment or so, you hear a voice next to you, and you feel someone grab your hand, and it's a young girl, probably Terith age or so, and she says, "Oh, come say hello to mom. The pie's almost ready, and there's plenty for everyone." And she smiles and skips away towards the house.
I'm okay.
But it's delicious.
I'm already dealing with one of you. I'm not dealing with another.
Oh, did you? Who are you dealing with? Did Jimmy get lost again?
Who's Jimmy?
Oh, my younger brother, silly.
I don't know a Jimmy, but there's another little kid that looks like he's 2. And I have something to do, so please be on. I'm on my way.
Oh, Jimmy's not 2. Well, you're new. Are you from around here? And she's kind of just following you down the path if you keep walking.
Keep going.
Oh, well, I could go get some pie for you if you'd like.
No, thank you.
Are you sure? It's really yummy.
I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna walk with you, okay?
If you keep up,
I could keep up, easy peasy. And she starts cartwheeling along the road next to you.
Oh, cool. It's Ty Lee.
And yeah,
I just keep going, keep looking at her, making sure she's not doing anything I don't like.
yeah, no, she's kind of skipping, cartwheeling, grabbing leaves, showing you. You're probably disinterested in her completely.
Yeah,
And she just kind of keeps it up. She's again a young girl, probably this one's probably 9, 10, 11 years old, wearing like almost pagan-esque clothing, like really plain, but small, kind of short shoulder length hair, brown, and yeah, she's just kind of like just really confused why this stranger who she's being nice to isn't being nice back. But just stay and play with us. It's okay. It's beautiful out.
come on, keep up if you're going to. Otherwise, I'm on my way.
Okay, and are you just walking?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, no, I mean, she comes up with you. It's not like you're trying to lose her. Well, wait a second. Oh, you know what? Right up there, and the road dips down and comes back up. Oh, you could say you could say hi to oh, what was her name again? Sh- Charlene. Yeah, Charlene's over there. She usually has a stall. And the freshest apples.
I'm not the horseman. I don't eat apples.
You're what?
I'm not the horseman. I don't eat apples. I'm full right now. Thank you.
A horse? I don't even. I don't know. I don't know. Well, it's okay. And you continue down the road, and you do see like a stall on the right hand side of the road, and a woman, yeah, pretty much just like she said, selling different apples, squash, and yeah, as you kind of walk past, I don't know if you stop at all to look at any of the wares, um, but the woman will say, "Oh, traveler, traveler, would you like some wares?
I'm quite okay. Thank you so much. I must get to the end of the tunnel.
Are you sure? Oh, I know who you are. You're a nature person.
Not really.
You're druidic.
I'm more of an animal person, but thank you for asking.
Animals are nature. Just, I think you'd be interested in this." And she'll actually point to um, something on a shelf near her stand. Um, and give me a wisdom saving throw.
10.
10? Yeah. So you feel very, very compelled to stop walking down the road and see what she's showing you, against your will. Like, you know, this is not what you want to do. And yeah, she like motions for you to come closer, and you do. And the young girl holds your hand again, and she says, "Yeah, oh yeah, we could look. She's got autumn squash and pumpkins." And then the lady chimes in, "Oh, and charms and trinkets. You definitely would want something from this, wouldn't you?"
Tell me what you have. I'm not in the mood for games.
"Oh, what are you looking for? I can make uh I can make unwanteds go away. I can make love. I can you look like a strong man. Do you want to be stronger, faster, smarter?"
Uh, it wouldn't hurt to be stronger and or hit harder.
"Oh, so this might work for you." And she holds up um it's actually a piece of parchment rolled up. "And I could give you a deal on it."
Describe this deal and what is the parchment?
Well, the deal is I'll charge you less than I was going to charge someone, I don't really like. And you said you want something to make you stronger. This can make you stronger, maybe temporarily, but still stronger. And she's holding out pretty much it's a scroll.
What do you want for it?
Hmm. Well,
Your soul.
you know what? 15 gold would be fine.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. And I
And
keep going.
okay, so you hand her the 15 gold
Nope.
and
Don't have 15 gold. Keep
oh,
going.
okay.
Keep on walking.
Well,
Mm.
you go to turn away and you just like you're physically trying to and give me a wisdom saving throw or yeah, wisdom saving throw again. Or yeah, I think it's wisdom. 21. Damn. So you felt a moment ago like you were physically being held there and or allured to that spot, and you just kind of like blinked and cleared your head, and you're she she cast something on you or compelled you to do something, and now you kind of notice like that's what happened with the 21. And give me well, you don't even need to make a perception check. As you go to walk away, now that you kind of broke free, you hear, just no, stay and play with us. And as you look back, the little girl that you saw before looks like this.
Oh, fuck.
Aren't you cute? And I keep walking.
And she like hisses and like scratches at you. And
Scratches enough where I need to roll initiative.
scratches enough where does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, she claws at you and hisses and kind of goes down on all fours and deals 2 damage.
I can play that game.
Okay. Roll initiative for me then. Oh, actually, you know what? You're next up anyway. Just go for it. Are you gonna attack back?
Yeah, I'm casting Bark Skin.
Okay.
And as a bonus, I'm going to turn into a direwolf.
Oh, sick. Okay. Is that your turn?
It is.
Okay. The girl kind of circles around to the opposite side of the shopkeep, who has now kind of stood up, and similarly to her, the first time you saw them and what they look like now are slightly different.
Oh, creepy.
And that is the woman who was trying to sell you what she said was something to make you stronger. And the younger girl leaps at you. And I imagine a 7 will miss.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And then the scary lady here will swing a quarterstaff at you.
Okay.
And I imagine a 3 will miss.
It will.
So they're kind of flanking you, one on each side of you.
All right.
It's your turn.
I'm going to go after the child.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Damage.
Yep. So you take a chunk out of her, but she's still down, like hissing and growling, but definitely bleeding pretty heavily. And she will leap back at you and try to bite you back. Unless, can you do anything else?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't pick a multi-attack one.
Yep, she tries to bite at you and just pretty much bites her own tongue. And then the woman will wave her hand. And can you make another wisdom saving throw for me?
15.
Okay, good. You feel your muscles tense up, and then the feeling washes over you, and it is your turn again.
All right, I am going to attack the girl again, little girl again.
Yep.
Just tell me now. How do I do this? Nat 20.
Yeah. You were gonna do it regardless. You tell me what this precious little face sees in its last moments of life.
Bite her in half, like right in the torso.
So,
That's what she deserves.
yeah, you rip her in half, and she just screeches like piercing screeches, as she slowly silences forever, and is in two pieces, laying on the road, bleeding purple.
Purple, huh?
Purple. And would you like to do anything else?
I'm just gonna look at the other one. There's not much I can do right now.
Okay. Yep. You should have just stayed and had some pie, you idiot. And she swings her staff at you again.
Okay.
And god damn, a 2 is gonna miss. I'm rolling the blue dice also, by the way, guys. The one that I hate a lot. So it makes sense.
2's gonna miss. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. So it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go after her.
Okay.
We are going with. Oh, that was I'm missing that 20 again, but it's a 7.
A 7.
It just rolled out.
Yeah, if
Two.
you chomp at her and she spins away and claps you on the nose, but it doesn't do any damage.
I heard nuts.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you just feel sickening feeling in your stomach a little bit, but no damage. And she will spin around and pretty much smack at you again. Just give in, you mangy dog. Oh my god, a nat 1.
Definitely didn't.
It's actually a hit. Reverse feature of druids, direwolf specifically.
Nat 20
Ones
again.
of crits.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
Okay, what do you do?
Will this take it out?
Roll damage. I'm pretty.
So the way we're doing it is I do max damage and then I roll for the second half, right?
Yeah.
So I get 12, 15 damage
Mm-hmm.
right off the bat. And then
Yeah, that'll do it.
and then we're gonna go with another 10. So 25 damage.
Yeah.
That's big.
So how do you want to do this?
I'm going up to take a bite, and as I get her, I get in between the armpit here and the side of the head here, and just completely take off the top part of the body at an angle.
Yep. So it comes off, and then as it hits the ground, it starts fizzing and melting, and everything at the stall, all the fruit, begins to decay, and kind of like fade to a very rundown, if not almost completely fallen apart cart. From what you saw before was a nice little stand or stall on the side of the road, and it's pretty much just maggots and flies and just this goop on the ground in this spot that she was occupying and the cart was occupying. And you do hear rustling in the woods behind you and around you, kind of hissing and growling, and one of us.
Gooble gobble, gooble gobble.
What do you do?
I'm just gonna turn around and head the other way. Same way I was
Okay.
going.
Yeah, so you continue down the path,
In wolf form.
in wolf form, which is what's the speed of that?
50.
50. Yeah, you just keep going. More of the same. The rustling slowly dies off as you see the tunnel ahead of you, as well as a natural spring right outside of the entrance to it.
Okay.
You just head right into the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. And it's like you entered, except now you're exiting. And let's go over to Raul. Raul,
Yes.
you walk into and Jeff, hit escape for me, please. You walk towards the light, and as you get closer, you start smelling like decaying and stank. And when you emerge, you're on a very tight, like 3 foot wide, rickety wooden walkway with swampy trees surrounding you and water below you and all around.
Does the walkway have railings?
No.
Okay.
No, it's very Bayou-esque.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
like that. Sweet. I am
Kind of
straight
like
up dangling parents over just by the
By the
straps.
back.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
By the handles.
it's not fun, mister. It's so stinky too.
Parents, we have been over this. If you ever want to take care of yourself, which it seems like you do not, you have got to stop complaining.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
And
God, for God's fix that stutter. Nobody is going to take you seriously if you keep stuttering.
just ruin a character entirely.
Yeah, I know. I cast
Yeah.
Vicious mockery.
I
On
cast
Terrence.
mild mockery and just make fun of him.
Ow.
It doesn't do any psychic damage. It's just
Just disadvantage on all attacks or
So you-
mild.
checks or
You-
living.
you continue walking, and it's pretty much this exact like type of walkway through a very thick bog, nasty murky water, and it pretty much goes and bridges between these small islands with just very nasty mossy like grimy um, ground, and then back into another walkway like this, and this continues. You do see just large swamp bugs and massive swamp snakes here and there as you progress, just slithering from tree to tree on the surface and dipping under of the water.
Nimbly.
What?
All wimbly nimbly.
All wimbly nimbly,
Tree to tree.
menacingly.
Oh, nimbly bimbly.
And mosquitoes and other terrible bugs, but they're, instead of being this big, they're like softball big.
Well, I hope the oil is fending them off to some capacity.
Nothing's really taking notice of you, but I think it kind of helps.
Except for the mosquitoes that permeates through D&D, Kyle. Sorry,
Yes.
they're still attracted to you.
Yeah, and there are
Of
like
course.
thick vines, probably 3-4 inches thick, hanging from these, again, they're swampy trees all around, so it's just they've got their own like vines, and as you cross these islands, there's trees on these islands as well, so you're kind of having to push them off to the side here and there. And yeah, and you just kind of continue moving, and as you progress further and further, it just gets stinkier and stinkier, and just like eye-watering stinky, like the smell of I don't know, like rotten fish, and then like the next level of stinky, like again decaying and sulfur. Give me a Constitution save.
That's going to be in
Oh, sick. That's cool.
20.
Nice. Yeah. So like your eyes start watering, but you kind of like suck it up because you're fucking Raul. And you're like, no, I cry when I want to cry.
All the smell of oil helps.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you just continue on. And yeah, again, you just kind of move forward, and every now and then there's almost like a waterfall of vines in front of you that you just really have to part and continue through. Give me a perception check.
Can't use my passive.
Oh, are you passively kind of? We can
Uh,
use it.
I was sticking with my passive. We've been over this.
I know. Yeah. So it's
13.
13. Yeah. So, you do hear like a in the water around you, and you kind of saw like
Ripples.
ripples, but like sticks that were sticking out of the water kind of submerge as like multiple sticks stretched probably 8-9 feet apart from one another, like smaller sticks sticking up and out of the swamp, just kind of submerge as a unit and ripples lay in the wake. Yeah.
I pull Terrence up from the half foot above the water and place him on my shoulders, and I say, I don't like this as much as you don't like this, but if you're not going to slow me down, you're going to need to stay on my shoulders. So hold on to my head and do not move much. And
he
do
hold,
not
he holds your head.
do
Eh,
not stutter.
I oh, never mind.
He stops talking.
I
Yeah.
keep going.
And yeah, you keep kind of going through and yeah, you progress, walkway creaky, and you almost like feel, especially because you're a bigger guy, like you're unsure of some of these boards. They look very weather worn and decaying, like the surroundings. And as you walk, you do see to your east at one point in the distance, probably 30, 40, 50 feet off the path, kind of hanging out, just kind of off, this like tree with a house and stairs leading up from the water to it, just really eerie in the middle of the swamp. um, Lights are on and a lamp is lit outside, but no noise, nothing but the croaking of frogs, which you did see like a 4-foot frog jump away as you kind of came through one of the waterfalls of vines at some point, um, into the bog and just kind of disappear.
Geraldo, you tell me you've been in this forest before. Have you been in the swamp portion?
Oh, never.
What kind of people do you know who live in the forest or the swamp? Nobody lives here, correct?
Definitely stinky people, I would say. Scary people, people who probably aren't nice.
Well,
It's a test. I think it's a test. We just need to move forward. And you do hear like a cane, like wood on wood, probably behind you, maybe 30, 40, 50 feet.
while I turn around.
Yeah. And you see this guy walking along the pathway behind you, just slowly, step, cane, step, cane. He's an older, like tortoise skinned looking with a shell on his back, moss growing on his shoulders and arms, white facial hair, and just, yeah,
And-
walking in your direction, holding up a lantern in one hand and just a walking stick in the other, just kind of like as if he was moving behind you in tandem.
Oh, I was really hoping it was the little boy. I was hoping it was Terry that he was holding. That was skewered, it looked like.
Oh,
Well met, traveler. Is this your humble abode over here in the swamp?
yeah, what's it to ya?
It's just a simple question, friend. I find myself traveling along this single wooden pathway, and I come across a house here in the woods.
That house is the only safe haven around for miles.
Safe haven from what you say. These bugs, because they are quite nasty.
Green boys.
Well, maybe I wouldn't be so green if you'd explain to me what it is that you're hiding from in the swamp, so I can be prepared when I inevitably face it.
I ain't hiding nothing, but look, if you opened your eyes, and he points off across. So, house is on your right, your east, on the west, crawling up over an island, probably 30, 40 feet away. You see one of these goobers with 6 legs. It's probably 12 feet long tail to snout. It looks like a tree because it's covered in moss, but it's got this massive jaw that sticks out way. Is it underbite? Um, and just like jagged teeth sticking up, and just slowly 6-legged, like crawling up over this. And as it like plops down, it almost melds with these, like the island around it, like it's the same um textures and colors. First,
Well, isn't that a sight? But you know what? I have bait, and I tap Terry's leg. So I think I'll be fine.
no.
But in better interest, I'll tell you what. How about I take shelter in your house for a little bit, and in return for safe passage, safekeeping, I will provide you with some of this oil for your lantern. What do you say to that?
I could always use oil.
Well, let us make some trade. I am getting a little weary from walking among the swamp.
He steps off of the pathway
Mhm.
and into the water itself, and just submerges and disappears into the water. And
Well, that is not happening. I keep walking on the path.
and comes up like near the stairway to his house, and he says, waiting for you.
Yeah, that is not happening. I stay out of the water. But I'll see you later, friend.
Just be
Unless you-
wary.
Unless you know of a hardscape passage to your home, I am sticking here on this wooden platform.
And he turns and starts ascending the stairs to his little rickety house. As you continue down the path, give me another Constitution save, as again you're kind of getting deeper and deeper in here, and like you notice the stench is getting worse and worse.
That is a 9.
A 9. Yeah, so this one, it's almost like you've been blasted with pepper spray, in regards to your eyes watering and tearing up, and just like burning. Like you've never thought a smell could like cause pain. And you kind of burst out into fits of coughing.
God damn it. All right. No, I head back towards the house on the path, and I put Terry off my shoulders, and I say, Terrence, take off your clothes and give them to me. Keep your small clothes. Trust me.
Sir, what?
Trust me, Terrence.
He takes off his clothes, but he goes, but where are we going?
We're going to that house. We're going to take shelter, and we're going to ask the man who to avoid the swamp gas.
So when you kept walking and came back,
Mhm.
and you're looking in that same spot, and the house is not there now.
Oh, well, god damn it. Fucking fairy swamp. All right. Terrence, give me your shirt.
And he hands it.
All right, I just bundle my face with it. And put it
Okay.
back on the shoulder. Trust me, you like this alternative for your clothes better than the other one. So
And as you keep moving forward, yeah, same kind of, again, it's more of the same. Every now and then you do cough here and there, and that cough kind of echoes off in the distance, and you do hear more of the like and kind of crawling and breaking of branches. And give me a dexterity saving throw. Yeah.
Good
I am-
luck.
Hey, I am actually proficient in them.
Nice.
That's a 9.
Oh shit.
I was gonna
really?
say it's still like what, a +1?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, so one of the vines lash out and smack you across your back.
But it was on his butt.
Oh, yeah, just a little hiney tap, and that is 3 damage.
Okay.
And yeah, it was just kind of the vines that you were moving before. There was no difference in anything. It's just you did see one just kind of like whip down and hit you and kind of lay there where it after it smacked you.
there any branches near me I can snap off?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take a longer branch and just kind of use it as a just a kind of blocker for any vines that I think may be coming my way
Okay. Yeah.
in the
And
future.
continue forward.
Yep.
And yeah, just keep moving. And like I said, all around you, like the buzzing and croaking of frogs, and then every now and again, now that he pointed them out, you do see these big lizard-like tree moss-covered creatures, almost like crocodile. I mean, with 6 legs, here and there, kind of plop down or slowly moving, or even drifting across the surface. Even sometimes like underneath the bridges as you kind of cross these walkways.
Keep on going.
Yeah. Give me the smell does intensify, but with the shirt over your mouth, you really like you notice it, but it didn't hit you like it did. But Tareth, on the other hand,
Was he
erupts.
using his pants over his mouth? Isn't that why he told him to take off all his clothes?
I did tell him to take off all his clothes. What he did with his pants is up to him.
Yeah, he's just like holding them in his hand while he's sitting on your
He
shoulder.
has like
and-
suspenders on with like no pants on attached.
yeah,
to 'em.
just tidy whities.
When I hear him coughing, I'm just Terrence. You got to be smarter than that, bud.
It's-
Use the pants for a mask.
It burns.
Well, use the
And-
pants as a mask. We've been over this. Do you not see what I did with your shirt?
And he just like puts his pants on his head like he's wearing them wrong.
Well,
And-
whatever works for you, bud.
And up ahead you do see again, similar to what you entered, but it was just very thick jungle, and you do see the tunnel up ahead, probably 300 yards in front of you. And as you begin to approach it, you do see like one more island that you have to cross, and then probably the remaining 250 yards is just those walkways and only those walkways. Before they were broken up more often, but now it's like one long walkway there. And as you come to it and reach that one island, a handful of those creatures start moving towards that island up out of the water.
Okay. Does the island have any trees on it?
This one's bear.
Okay.
Like it's a bear. Roll initiative. I'm kidding.
There you go. They're coming at the island.
Yeah.
All right.
Towards it.
Terrence, I have no doubt that I could take on these things, but I am worried about you dying in the process. We're going to run.
Okay.
I will start running across the walkway toward the opening.
Okay. Yeah, you start moving.
On an
And-
athletics check.
Yeah, give me one.
Oh, that's a line. That's gonna be a 12 plus 7, motherfucker.
shit.
19.
Yeah, you start like you pretty much like as you leave the that island and begin on that stretch of walkways, you get a good plant foot in, you sink a little bit, but you get a nice push off, and you just begin like a full sprint. And you do hear like a cracking of underneath you of wood here and there, and then like at some points like it does burst, but like when it bursts out below your foot, like your other foot's already touching down and pushing forward. And these creatures, as they were moving slower before, you do hear Tareth on your shoulder just say "ah" as they're like moving with pace towards you guys. And similar to everyone else, as you come up within 20 feet of the tunnel, you do see a natural spring right there, right outside of it. And yeah, as you get like within 10 feet of the tunnel, you hear Tareth say, "Oh, they're gone."
Terreth, I do not know if we'll make it, and I throw him through the portal. like ahead of me, just like lob him.
Yeah, he like
Ah!
head over foot, just like comedically just and then comes, feet out in front of him and just like stops and he just looks back at you like
I walk the rest of the way.
and he like lets you walk past him and he's like, well, we made it. And he gets up and starts walking behind you.
I give him his shirt back. It's very oily.
Yeah, he gets dressed. And last but not least, there is Willow. Willow, you are walking, and as normal, you are aloof,
Eh,
and then realize that like normally you kind of zone out, and everyone, you're walking, you catch yourself like, oh shit,
No. Is Willow aloof or is
Oh,
Glade
shit,
the aloof
sorry.
one?
At this point, I don't know.
Stupid.
You continue down the pathway, the tunnel, and again, you emerge, and there was light when you were coming out of this tunnel, but it's the light of campfires and lanterns, and you start to smell thick smoke, spices and incense and seasoned meats, and liquor, real strong liquor fills the air. And you pretty much walk out into towering tents on either side of you, and a very narrow, winding, like alley between all these tents with no, there's no entryways. It's like you're again like in an alley street, and you hear rustling and bustling of noises left and right. And
Some hustling, some
yeah,
rustling, some
you do hear
wheeling and
Some
dealing.
nimbling and some bibbling.
the funny part about that is there is a lot of hustling going on around here. And you do see like a sign up ahead at a crossroad. And you think that you're in some sort of city slum or tent town or gypsy encampment. Yeah.
So she's going to proceed forward warily because, first of all, she was not very far from Eclipse, and now Eclipse is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
And she can intuit that most of this probably isn't real. As much as she wants the liquor to be real, she realizes that it's probably not. So she's going to move forward warily and just actually she's going to cast a level 1 mage armor on herself.
Okay.
So she has mage armor.
Nice.
So we'll see her do that, and then she'll keep moving forward.
Yeah. Again, you come out and you're pretty much, as you emerge in this cross section, you look east, you look west, and it just looks like a maze of tents. This seems to be a 15-foot wide, like through street, main street. But again, the alleyway that you came out continues straight across it, and you can see kind of shapes passing, and then down further to the west, and you do hear again noises, all types of noises, clanking of pots, cheering and scream and yelling. You hear some sort of barking in the distance, and give me a perception check.
Certainly. That is a 22.
Awesome. And as you look around, you do see like entrances to different tents. And again, these tents are huge, probably 30, 40, some 50, 60 feet high, like towering as if like a city, except they are cloth tents or different type of tents. Yeah. But you do see like entryways to a handful of them, and it's very unnatural. It's not like a doorway or a normal entryway. It's like pitch black. Like the entryway is just pitch black to each of these, and
almost like a program hasn't loaded the inside of the like building. It's just a facade.
Yeah, you can't see the
Okay.
inside whatsoever. It's just like a black tent entryway, and
Mhm.
you do see actually floating. So you do see like shapes and sizes walking amongst to your east and west, kind of like right out of view, but you see like movement, normal movement, but above and even crossing in front of you overhead, probably 5 to 10 feet up, you do see shapes, different shapes. Some looking like this,
Okay, that's
What
That's a
the
big nope.
fuck?
and others kind of like that.
There
Hey,
were monkeys in mine.
And
yeah.
I had
and-
air rocks.
yeah,
Yeah.
and some of these.
And that is way scarier than what I had, Jeff.
Agreed. I was gonna say
Yeah.
we're comparing fears here.
We're comparing like, a
And they don't-
child's nightmare of like the dark versus like a global pandemic, a fear of dying of like the Black Plague.
And
And
they
air rocks are the Black Plague.
they don't seem to notice you though. Like it is almost like a hissing noise as they go by.
Mhm.
But it's almost like they're patrolling the streets above you.
Okay, she will she will almost double her efforts in moving forward, and she'll try to just continue forward with whatever path she was originally taking.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, she's in again. It's like a tight alley, and a tight alley continues ahead. So she'll dart across this main road, almost this cross.
Thoroughfare, yeah.
Yeah, and as you continue, here and there, you will see. You go 100 feet, 200 feet, and it kind of like here and there. There's a break off, and it'll like shoot to the left, but you can keep going straight, and then shoot off to the right, and then you'll see entryways to some of these tents, similar style where it's just pitch black, unnaturally pitch black. And as you're progressing after a minute or so, and again, more of these guys are up above, just
Swirling,
just not taking notice of you, but
swirling menacingly.
yeah, moving menacingly above. And you do hear in the back of your head, from no real direction or any source, but you hear, "Come in, see my wares. I have everything and anything you could ever want." And give me a wisdom save.
That is going to be a 14.
Okay, yeah. So it just is a very soothing, menacing voice whispering in your ear, but not from any direction, just somehow there. And the further you move and dart through here, the more this resembles a bazaar you've heard of, or may even have seen, but you can't really recall the name. But it feels very familiar.
Is it? Can I roll a history check?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, give me a shot.
All right, yeah, because I want to see if like she's thinking like, is it specifically? Is this in the stacks? Is this somewhere in the stacks that she has been?
Yeah.
So for history, that's gonna be 12.
Okay. So you don't know of this place, but it seems familiar, like you're saying, is a place that you think you've heard of, maybe, that maybe reside in the stacks. It's kind of hitting all of those check boxes, but you do hit a T intersection where it forces you to either go west or east, and this is a main thoroughfare. There's no more alleyway dead ahead.
She's going to head. She's going to think back to the map that Vargas made for us, and she's going to head west.
Okay. And yeah, up ahead you do see some like lanterns up above some of these tents with foreign markings on signs indicating what these shops may be, but again, same pitch black entryways to each of them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you'll kind of notice it probably maybe every 2, every 5 tents might have one of these signs with strange markings, and then maybe even fewer, maybe 1 in every 10 or 20 have like a lantern out. So it's pretty dark. I mean, it's very, very dark at this time. If I didn't mention it before, it's kind of dark and hazy, smoke still in the air, and
Yeah.
smells and noises all around you.
I just figured it was evening. It was just
Yeah.
a dark nighttime, like
Yep.
walking through a city at night with
Yep.
like some torches.
Yep, you're
Yeah.
spot on there. Sorry about that. And then
Oh, you're good.
again, it's always people are always like right there at the edge of your vision, but you never actually get to them as you move through. But constantly there are these things above you, and as they pass over, you do hear a hissing.
Okay. Are any of the signs in Sylvan?
None of them are,
Okay.
but as you keep moving, you pass a tent and you hear people talking but cannot make out the language. Do you know Sylvan, right?
I know Common, Elvish, Havling, and Sylvan.
Okay, so you hear like a deep language. It's not Sylvan, and it's almost similar into the how old it is,
Mhm.
but foreign to you. It's harsh and in whispers. Can you make a charisma save for me?
Certainly. That's a 13.
Okay. Yeah, you feel like a wave come up over you and then wash off as you pass an entryway to a tent on your right. And yeah, and you just kind of feel the urge to not go towards it. And you do
Just
see
keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward.
and you do see here and there now more of those alleyways leading to your left and right. You're headed west, so north and south.
She's gonna continue moving, you know, west and then southwestish. Like occasionally she'll take
A south.
a south every now and then, but for the most part she's going west.
Okay, and give me a stealth roll.
Okay, stealth. That's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of like you turn a corner and clip a tent, and it just kind of like sends you sprawling for a second, and you scramble to your feet, and as you do so, one of these bad boys swoop down towards you
Huh.
and just kind of like grasp towards you as it passes over and hisses. And yeah, that's kind of, and you continue on.
It doesn't, nothing happens. It doesn't like try to attack me. It just like goes and like gets near me and then goes away.
Like grabs towards you and then flies up and past. Like either its depth perception's not there, or it saw you for a second and then you were gone, or I mean, you're not sure why, because it definitely like it swooped down at you and just couldn't really grab at you.
All right. Yeah, she's gonna just stay low and try to keep moving forward.
Yeah. And as you keep moving forward, it's like, again, even the light of lamps, as you kind of noticed as you moved, they were lighting up more and more, I guess, space around them. And as you continue deeper and deeper, it's like the light doesn't pierce the darkness as far. And it's like you get to a point where like the lanterns are pretty much lighting up themselves, and it's becoming almost pitch black.
So it's just a path of lanterns as opposed to the lanterns lighting up the path.
Yeah, it's like
I'm following the lantern light. Like oh, there's another one like 20 feet that way. I'm gonna walk that way.
Yeah, like a solid globe of lantern as opposed to expelling light outward.
Gotcha.
It gets to that point, and it's almost like the further you progress, the more it's becoming like thicker and thicker blackness.
And my dark vision isn't permeating or helping me at all?
No. So it's almost like it's
Magical.
unnatural darkness.
What? Weird.
Yeah. And yeah, give me another stealth check.
All right, that's a little better. That's a 16.
So yeah, while you're kind of coming out of an alley into a main street again, you're walking, you're kind of noticing. I don't know if you're walking, running, or what.
You know, eh, shimmying,
Okay. Yeah.
like almost like Zoidberg, like whoop, 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 whoop. Grab. No, I'm kidding. No, she's just kind of, you know, walking and like trying to remain inconspicuous, but like staying low because
Yeah.
there's no one around other than her.
Yeah.
So she's just kind of like staying low and following the lights.
So you come out into one of the main streets because you hit another T-turn, and pretty much one of these guys swooped down again, and this time he like runs his fingers across your side, and it's like an icy, almost burning feeling as they graze you.
Mhm.
But it doesn't hurt. It's almost like freezing cold, and you were expecting pain, but nothing followed. And you kind of you can't see them anymore because again, there's no light really being projected, and you can't see much further than what's in front of you. And they're up above. So yeah, you just keep going further, and you do see probably 1,000 feet in front of you a light that is in fact like projecting down on the road below it, leading to an entryway, a large entryway that is not solid black, but looks like you can see it go inward.
Okay, she's going to move forward and try to make her way cautiously towards this light.
Okay, yeah, as you go forward, you hear another whispering in your ear saying, "No, stay with us." And make another dexterity save.
Dex save?
Oh yeah, dex save this time.
That's a 19.
Nice.
Rolled an 18.
Another one or two actually swoop down, and this time they're trying to claw at you, but they miss.
Perfect.
And you only know that because you hear, you can feel like wind pass you on both sides, and you can hear like the ground itself being clawed up a little bit.
Okay.
And you're just moving straight towards that.
Yeah, but like if things start to get a little fishy, she'll try to find another, way.
Things are fishy right now, Eric.
Then okay, well she's gonna try to go right to it, but like, she's gonna try to go straight to it.
Okay. Yeah,
until
you kind of
she can't.
Yeah, you kind of book it towards it, and yeah, and you're pretty much like you're running, and you can't see much, but you just know it's getting closer and closer and closer and closer, and then you do feel like something grab your shoulder, not grab, but like rake along your shoulder, for two damage, and it's that same icy freezing feeling, but it follows with like a burning sensation. Yeah.
She turns and casts a firebolt towards the direction that she was attacked. So I would like to think it's like if it's a rake on her left shoulder, she would kind of like turn with it and then blast backwards.
Okay.
And then continue the 360 and then keep running.
Yeah. Jeff hit escape, and as you guys, does it not?
It's black for me.
Does it really not? Oh,
Oh.
there it is. Sorry. I definitely revealed it. As you blast that firebolt into this kind of unnatural darkness, it does light up the area that it travels backwards through, and you just see, I mean, countless of these just dark wraith-like creatures floating in the sky, kind of twisting and turning, heading towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay. Did
and
I didn't hit anything, did I?
No,
Did I
they kind of swirl around it
Yeah.
and
okay.
seem to be kind of now pursuing you as as I guess you make your way.
Yeah, so she will now truly double her efforts and turn to get. How far away is she from this like the tunnel?
Like 200 feet.
200 feet. All right, so she's gonna cast another level 1 spell. She's gonna cast Expeditious Retreat, which allows her to use the dash action on a bonus action.
Okay. So you can make
When
it.
you cast the spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use the dash action as a bonus action. So, I'm going to use that and just just bolt, get out of there,
Oh my
skedaddle.
God, here and there. I hate you.
That's the new one. That's it for this week.
Yeah. So you do see the same natural spring next to the archway leading into a forest thicket again. And are you just heading straight in?
Yeah. I mean, there's not much. Like she'll turn around and see if anything's following her through the tunnel.
Awesome. Yeah, so what you see is, again, you do see them almost, 15, 20 of these swarming towards you, and it's almost like a wall at the tunnel as they just hit and deflect backward as they pursue you, and as you pass through, they cannot. And
Okay.
you guys all kind of blink and emerge all together on the other side of this tunnel, all disoriented and almost have like a shell shock feeling as you blink and everyone's standing in a similar clearing as the one you entered, except the path is leading away from the tunnel as opposed to into it.
Hello?
Well, hello everyone.
Friends? Oh my God, it's been
yeah.
hours since I've seen you.
How
Yes,
long
and that
actually has it been?
2 hours.
And it has been hours that I have spent with Terrence.
You mean in the in-game time?
Yes.
So it was daytime when you left, and it's daytime when you're emerging.
Jedgar, you take him back. All he did was complain the whole time I had him.
I need more details on that, mister.
Oh, for you. Like 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It felt like a while for each of you from this, again, it was 5 minutes, but it felt like, maybe a couple hours each, depending on your scenario.
So as you see Brotar, he's in dire wolf form again, but he's got blue fucking shit all over his face and jaws. Yep.
Is that normal? I don't remember.
I don't
He's
think
blue.
I don't think he's normally blue, but I saw some crazy shit in there. I can only imagine you guys saw some crazy stuff too.
All right, so I have to ask while we're live, so our users know. Why are you talking with a deep voice tonight?
Me?
Yeah,
Yes.
you.
It's normally like this.
No,
No.
not your character voice.
No, you.
Your
Oh.
voice.
Oh, I'm just talking. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh yeah, me too, baby.
It sounded like he was congested, but I wasn't sure.
I mean, it definitely sounded like something.
I mean, it could be the vape I'm hitting. That
Constantly,
could
all
add
night?
to it. Well, You know what the kids say?
Them's the beans.
Them's the fucking beans.
I just wondered, like, it's like this deep God voice all night long.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Well, that's not what I'm going for.
Yeah, me
And-
neither.
You all do
Yeah.
notice a natural spring right outside the exit of the tunnel, just like there was one. when we entered.
Jedgar will drink. Fill up his canteen and drink from it.
It
he
is the
went through-
most- the delicious water, like
Is the
the
good good?
most.
I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
Jedgar is going to get like on his horse knees and just like dunk his face in this water and just like for
Where did you not go to a forest?
no, I didn't go to a forest.
Atlas?
Apparently.
Atlas.
I don't know what happened. I went in a centaur. I came out a halfling. I'm level like 15 though, so
Actually, I think you're level 11, 12 maybe. I think the rest of us are level 13.
did I die?
Yes,
Wow,
it was heartbreaking.
this is the after. Man, heaven sucks. Y'all stink. Except, hold on,
Right?
who is that godly thing over there? And he points to Raoul.
Normally you're a bit small for my taste, but man, that voice.
You're not the first
I-
to tell me.
Can I curl you?
You can do a lot more than that, big boy. And then
Thumbs
all
up
of a
on my
sudden,
hand.
Jedgar comes back out of halfling form. Okay, so this is officially the weirdest fucking day I've ever fucking had. Okay, I am done with this. I'm going home. Jedgar is leaving. He was not talking to anyone. He's going to be a good boy. He's going to go to church on Sundays. Okay, like just oh my god.
I
Are you
run,
going
and
to wash behind your hooves?
while Jagar's over there, I run and just plop this big ass direwolf in the water right in front of his ass.
This is okay with me. I was stuck in the desert with these strange creatures. I have
Are,
named them Aerox.
are
They sound terrible.
Willow and Jedgar still slightly injured?
After they drink the spring water, no. But if they did not, yes.
I was gonna say I'll drink the spring. I will drink the spring water.
Well,
It pre-
seeing Willow as slightly injured, I will say, did you fail to outrun the giant tree creature?
No, but I didn't have any giant tree creatures. I had wraiths and reapers. It was very eerie. Nothing. You had ape creature. You had tree creatures that you were following, that were chasing you.
And monkeys.
Monkeys. That's quite interesting. I didn't. Haven't heard any monkeys.
They might not like me that much anymore.
What did you do?
What did you do?
What? I needed a distraction to get away from the giant tree creature. So I used a monkey.
Don't go doing anything like that to me.
I won't.
He
Promise.
hasn't done it to me yet. You might be safe.
I transform during this conversation back out into my normal self.
Oh, I
Just
thought you were a
sitting-
giant
just
monkey.
sitting.
Yeah.
Arm blade overflog.
Pulls off the Brotar mask. It's a gorilla.
Harambe?
Father.
Oh my god.
Can we just get out of here? This is retarded.
Yes, I told you. I'm going home. I'm leaving this place.
I had to eat 2 children.
Wait, what? Hold the phone.
And you were
Brotar?
giving me shit.
What? You ate children? Terry,
know.
cover your ears.
Please don't eat me.
I mean, maybe like a little nibble. He's kind of annoying.
Don't scratch me and don't attack me. I tried to keep going. They wouldn't let me go.
Deal. And he'll hold out his hand.
He just looks and just shakes his head.
Is there anything around us besides the spring?
Yeah, so you got the spring and then just normal underbrush, normal tree life, sorry, forest life, tree life. And yeah, it just kind of like it's like a 30-foot clearing, and then the trees come back into making a path, and the pathway, the walkway, the road continues out. Yeah, pretty much the like exact opposite of how you entered. Like it's clearing and then path exiting, but nothing. I mean, you see bushes with berries, you see different wildlife, insects, and normal forest life,
Sorry.
different birds making
Her
noises.
feet are like against the wall, up in the air, like jacked in random directions.
That's good.
Living her best
Sorry.
life.
But yeah, you guys do feel like like this natural spring has like insane restorative, regenerative properties. You feel, I mean, super hydrated. You feel great. Any health lost or spell slots used have been replenished.
I drink also.
What about my so wait, do I still have major
Oh,
armor
Kyle.
on?
What about being in proximity to the spring but not doing anything with it?
You gotta touch it.
Well, no, I have no reason to touch it.
Splash it.
Why?
Just
You don't-
splash it on.
What about when
Well, Eclipse isn't
Proto-
gonna do that. So
what about
it's
when
fine.
the direwolf jumped in the pool and splashed everyone? Or
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Jedgar.
it's splashed on Eclipse, and at that point you felt
I
the
just want my
same.
key points back.
Yes, you felt refreshed and at full power again.
So we got a short rest? Or a full rest?
no.
Ye-
The equivalent of a long rest,
yeah,
right?
it is the equivalent of a long rest. Yes.
All right.
So do I still have mage armor on?
Why are you talking like that?
Why are
Sorry.
you talking?
I'm telling you,
I'm not even trying to do anything.
He's a man now. Scraw.
didn't you say something about Eric taking forever to fucking hit maturity, and it just happened tonight?
You did, apparently.
Hey guys, how's it going? Finally happened. It's me, Terry.
All right, Terrence. Now we can talk.
Hey.
What were you saying, Eric?
Do I have mage armor on me still?
How long does it last?
8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, but I haven't used the spell slot.
That is fucking deep.
Isn't it? That's how
I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm telling you.
Oh, there was normal, Eric.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Hey
man.
guys, I don't really know what's going on.
I
yeah,
wish
so
all
you-
of our users got that.
I know.
Yep. I was
Yep.
gonna say. I think the only people on stream now are just us because everybody else has left.
Yeah.
Christina didn't even say goodbye. She just fucking left.
We forced her out.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, you guys are all feeling great again, fully replenished and healed, and like Jedgar was on the verge of exhaustion, and now he feels like he could run a marathon.
Jedgar's gonna turn to Eclipse. You know, human lady, I might have actually missed your company for a while.
Touching.
What is it? Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Essence
Distance.
makes my wiener grow harder.
I did not need to know that.
Well, we all learned something new today. Not all of them good things.
And yeah, you guys see the path leading ahead, and That's about it.
Shall we go? And Eclipse will walk slight 2 steps to the side of Jedgar.
It isn't hard now. What's together? What are you doing so far away?
You smell bad.
But I smell like horse. Jedgar scent. It's
And
very popular.
Eclipse can't smell.
Jedgar
and-
thinks you're human. Shut
Yes,
up,
I know.
Zach. We're RPing.
Sorry.
Then I don't like that. Is that how scent works?
I'm a centaur. Don't you remember this?
I do. You don't remember that I am not human.
We've been over this about 100,000 times at this point. If you aren't human, what are you? You're human sized, you look like human wearing armor, you're human. It's easy. There
And-
is no race fluidity in this world.
Can a human do this? And I just hold up an arm and pop out the arm blade that literally comes from within the arm.
I've seen more violent things in the past days than that. Yeah, it's possible.
That is a fair statement.
So, I mean,
I give up.
you are my friend, human. Just, how about you stay near, and I have to tell you all about these stars, and I wrote you a song.
Did you copy down the constellation?
I know them all by heart. Don't you know anything about me at this point? I only care about 3 things. Food, the stars, and now you.
I thought you also cared about pants.
This is different. Pants are not something I care about. They are the dragons that I chase.
That brings me to a good point. Terry, give me your shirt again.
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
Is this a terry cloth pants?
I start fashioning terry cloth pants. If you want to grow stronger, you must go without clothing. Do you see me? Do you see this thong? That is because this is all the armor I need in the world. If you want to get stronger, you do not need clothing. Clothing is what makes you weak.
Yes, sir.
And I start sewing terry cloth pants for Jedgar. Just a makeshift. They're actually going to be like thigh-high boots. Thigh-high like cloth leggings.
I don't know why I thought of fishnets, but Jedgar and fishnets sounds like Rule 34
Honestly,
Enjoy
if we
the
had
design.
any fans, there would be fan art.
of Jedgar and
Yeah.
fishnets. Yep. Okay, it'll come up eventually.
Hey, can Kara start listening and do something, do some art for us?
Um,
Can Kara start doing all of our fan art, please?
and can you all give me a Constitution roll, flat con?
Why?
Yeah, once you look at the
Is
picture I
it
posted.
is it poison?
No.
Okay. I have advantage if it is.
If it's poison? Oh no, no poison.
Just flat constitution, no saving throw.
Oh no, Kyle.
Flat con.
Oh no, what have you done?
15
Nat
for me.
20, baby.
Oh, man.
Sherlock and Austin are gonna like go into world building chat and be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
So awesome.
I haven't had Discord open at all tonight. So the things that I have just run into, the wish
see- wait.
list,
Yep.
can of beans,
Can of beans.
the beautiful Eric Rule 34, and now somehow you instantly found Fishnet Centaur.
That's great.
I rolled an
Oh,
11,
Jesus.
Zach.
Guys, the amount of fucking work I went through to get this GIF up on Zoom,
I can't even imagine.
like all of Eric's arc.
I saw you like intently, just like fucking like working on something.
I had to do so many conversions,
I was gonna say, and trimming, right?
so many resizing and conversions, and whew.
That's great. Yeah, who's got the lowest? Who rolled the lowest? And Kyle, you got the net, so
I got
Rebel's the
nat 20.
highest.
I got a 4.
Okay. Anyone
I
beat
rolled a
that?
3.
13.
Nice.
Yep.
So you guys like continue walking for a little bit, and after like 3 or 4 minutes of like silence, because again, you caught up
Processing.
and then processing kind of what just
There is
Oh.
the sound of bagpipes.
Harry's not whining.
no. Both as you guys keep walking, both Willow and Terry kind of stop and huddle down next to each other and just start weeping. Like choking back tears and then openly just weeping. And the kicker to this is Raoul. You're like just over the top agitated, just like almost pissed off, or like almost like the maddest you've ever been, because you came to the realization this whole thing was just an illusion. And you just have like disdain just for a moment for the rest of the party who's like let this affect them and make them like sad and weak and cry over what was pretty much just an illusion for that you've realized.
I know my song is sad, but you don't need to cry, Velo.
It is a decent song. Stand up, and we need to keep moving.
I need to ask Zach, can I speak? Or am I just like sobbing? Like what is going on in Willow's head right now?
Like what just happened to you, you just came to grips with it, and it's like you're almost scarred from your experience, like the fear and just the imminent death and doom kind of hits you. You can speak, but it's like choked words.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna try to roleplay that. That's not gonna.
All right, Willow, Terry, this is enough is enough. If you did not realize already that this was an illusion, then we just need to keep walking until you realize this is illusion. And I pick them both up.
Nice.
And I carry them under my arms like this, and I say, I will be your well-oiled train machine. We go down this road now. And we walk.
There's tears, there's oil, you can't tell what's what.
Eh?
You know what, Willow, if you really want to have something to cry about, I noticed that you are not carrying the training sack I gave you. That is what you need to cry about.
I left it in the illusion.
And we will pan out there.
Awesome.
That's why I'm so sad I left it in the
I'm
illusion.
crying a
I'm so
weeping
scared
elf,
for what you're gonna do.
a shirtless teenager, or sorry, 7-year-old, he looks like,
14-year-old.
who looks like he's 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm being serenaded by a centaur? Not quite sure how to feel about
This
that.
isn't the first time.
No,
Have
it's
you-
not.
Eclipse wasn't weeping, right?
Can't.
No.
Yeah,
just
that's what I thought.
can't.
Anybody else want to ride Clem on the back? I will be a one-man train. Let us go.
Do you still have enhance ability on?
Has it been an hour?
No.
Then yes.
Technically, I still have pass without trace on too.
Which affects all of us, doesn't it?
Yep.
No, you have to be around at the time of casting.
Oh, okay.
So just me. I'm really quiet right now. No footfalls. Nothing.
So I definitely envisioned it differently, which is great. But for some reason I wanted to test each of you individually. And that was my whole concept for that.
Cool. I liked it.
Wait, are we signing off?
Yeah. Thanks again.
Yeah.
And good night.
Good night.
Don't be a
Guten
Terry.
Nacht.
Don't be a Terry.
Don't